ba ba bam 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 ba ra 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 ra. Welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I say always say morning because the West Coast, especially for Weirdo Luna, but she's not here yet. But yeah, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. Please hit the like button, subscribe to YouTube, and press that notification bell if you can, and press everything or whatever it's called, all or something, on the way in. So we've got. I'll get back to that. So I'll pin the membership one because that's important one. Right. We got Kimmy is in the house. Hi, Kimmy. Lovely to see you as always, Kim. Slew. I'll be there in half an hour after finishing work. Thought I'd risk a bit. No more skin. I got the message. I got the message. It's fine. No more today anyway. Unicorn, hi all. Hi Unicorn. Going to be listening and doing paperwork, so won't be chatting for a good while. Absolutely no problems at all. Unicorn, you get busy there, girl. We'll be your background noise, as they say. But thanks as always for being here, Unicorn. I love Unicorn. And I love Emma as well. Newport girl. Welcome to Newport, Newport, Newport. Golden looking chain, baby. How are you ready and waiting? Holla. Holla to you as well, Oh, right. I'm not sure I'm speaking to Jodie. Of course I'm speaking to Jodie. Of course I am. I'm only teasing Jodie. Yeah, Twisted Bunny's a good-looking guy. Do you know what I mean? So I get it. I get it. Don't you worry about that. You need to get your ass up to out to Philadelphia, girl, or get him out here to the UK. You know, um, his tits are a bit less than mine, so I don't blame you. Don't blame you. But welcome everyone. The next one is about 3 hours. But I'll discuss about a little bit about what we're doing for the rest of the week. Um, I love Golden Looking Chains. Saw them last year, one of the best nights of my life. I've seen them a few times. I met them. I met them once, a few years ago, 2010. I think I met them. Good bunch of lads. I love the song. Welcome to Newport. Da 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 da. Newport. I don't remember the words, obviously, but you just go the whole Newport, Newport. He's probably an Asian. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I don't think he's going topless if he's got a girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? I don't think so. But I don't actually know, and so not, you know, but get chatting, girl. He's on Twitter now. He's just joined Twitter, so follow him on there. Go into my friends list if you need to. He's in there. I'm not sure where his at is. But you go, girl. Get a bit of action in there. Do you know what I mean? Get in the tweets, innit? Get those DMs going, girl. And there's nothing more attractive than to a man. Well, I mean, saying that than when the woman reaches out and like, "Hey, how you doing? You alright?" Not that I'm giving you any advice. I'm single, so who the hell am I to tell you what to do? So you know, do not listen to any of my stuff. Um, right. So tomorrow we have Matthew Moore in the morning. So 2 o'clock UK time, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. Gonna do Matthew Moore. We're gonna do Matthew Moore every single Wednesday for, well, probably Christmas. Um, I think so anyway. Do you know what I mean? Um, I'm not sure. So we're only playing a couple of hours, and then from that, then we'll go straight in to day two of the trial. Um, on Wednesday, then day two, then Thursday. Um, probably stream all day, and then probably move. I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. Members only as well. That'll be in there somewhere. Um, I'm off, man. Shut up. I will get the tossers. Shut up, Jody. Towers, though, yeah. You'll find the one when you least looking, isn't it? That's what they say. But if you don't message people, how do you know? Do you know what I mean? Just have fun with it. Just have fun with it, Jody. Do you know what I mean? Don't go in there looking for a relationship. Just go in. Sean's a nice guy anyway, so I'll say I'm not giving relationship advice out. I'm definitely not the person to talk to about stuff like that. But they are tossers, but they are nice guys as well. But there's also women with tossers, so it works both ways. Um, right, hang on, what's this message I got now? Oh, I got a message. I don't know what's gone. I do not know where it went. Oh, it's a TikTok message, I swear. It was TikTok, TikTok. Right, so need to get over my man fear. Yeah, you'll do all right. Get over your man fear. This is why you DM someone, as in, you get over your fear. Then who cares? Do you know what I mean? What's the worst you can say? No, don't want to talk to you, or ignore you, ghost you. You move on next. Do you know what I mean? It's difficult in person than what it is online, I think. Um, but everyone's got fears. Don't worry about that. Everyone's got fears. Just don't go into it thinking, "Oh, my guy." Well, no, it might be, but you know, um, like someone like an arsehole, a-hole. Why are you staying close? I'm staying close. It's funny, for the time being, but I've got to be a little bit sensible as well. I do need to spin the wheel. So the first wheel, right? I'll do a spin of it. Um, because so Sean is in this one. He's not here, but he's involved. Whatever lands on, Sean has to do it as well, unless it's like we're in. Um, um, yeah, I knew what you meant, Kim. Max is. Oh, sorry about that. Oh no, that's never nice, Jody. That's never nice. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, there are. It works both ways, but there are assholes out there, obviously. Where I got you, Kim. I got you. So this is going to be the wheel, first wheel. Where's the bloody wheel? Oh, here it is. So Sean is in this one because we forgot to do it after I closed down. I was like, I forgot the wheel. I think he was quite pleased. But fair play to him. He did. Um, so this is if it comes on like end stream or stuff like that, it doesn't really matter. But this is just for. Let me present it. Share screen. Here we go. So quick one for this one. Here we go. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Oh, here we go. Mm, mm, and it is 14 New Jersey. Damn you. That's fine though. I was gonna wear that for when Sarah P is on. So tomorrow I have my Nick Bosa. That's it. Nick Bosa NFL jersey on tomorrow, and we'll spin the next wheel later on. So that's the end of that wheel. Happy days. Right. Let's get this one ready. I got most things ready, I think. Ready to go. Let's get ready, ready. Let's get ready, ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Psych. Let's get ready, ready. Let's get ready, ready. Let's get ready to rumble. This Philadelphia manhunt thing is huge, isn't it? Can't believe how big it is. I was trying to catch up a little bit. You got JLS investigates. Now I hate him. I hate him. I don't think he's. I would never tell you to watch him because I think full of khaki. But he's just got over 100 subscribers now because of it. Um, he's got a hell of a lot of subscribers. There's another guy. Yeah, he's got a pew pew now. Yes, 20.22 or something. I don't know what that means. The other guy's streaming with JLS. There's two of them. The guy called Nick. I don't know who the hell he is. He's been streaming apparently for 2 days. and he's already got 17,000 subscribers. Madness, madness. So he's gonna be monetized. He's probably monetized now. Do you know what I mean? Wow. So both of them out there, fair play to them doing it. I just don't like JLS Westgate. I think he's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. I'm quite open about who my cup of teas are, and he's not mine. Obviously, that's just my opinion. I just think that he places everything as fact, where his opinion to him is always fact. And I don't like that. I don't like that of streamers that do that. So he's one that I'll never recommend or for you to watch. But obviously, you might like him. So if you do, watch it. But not my cup of tea. And the Nick guy, I don't know. Um, I don't know that Recovery Addict is streaming it as well. I know he and I think Grizzly, Grizzly. Um, I think I know. I went into Recovery Addict this morning to say hello to Samantha, and he has like 39,000 people watching him. He's on about buying a system now with um, $30,000. I'm like, Jesus. I'm here with 7 viewers. Like, I could only dream about that. But um, he's been at the he said he's got from 650 viewers, right? Recovery Addict had. He's like 6 or 700 or 900 something away from 35,000 subscribers, and he's been streaming for less than a year. I'm like, what? But to be fair, he was one of the first ones that I watched in true crime as well, in fairness. I thought he'd been around a lot longer, but no, he's only been here less than a year, he said. I was like, so he's done well for himself. I mean, some people do hit and they do well, um, but then you got people, I mean, that grind, so it takes a little bit more time, but hey, we'll get there. Um, his name is JLR Investigate. I've only watched him a couple of times and I hated him. I hated him. But not him as a person. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but the fact he was saying everything he was saying is fact. Oh, you watch out. This is gonna. I'm sure some of the things would happen, but you know, not my cup of tea. I always do things by facts. Or if you, I got nothing against him doing speculation stuff. Nothing. But just say it's speculation. Don't put your speculation as fact. That's all. Um, let's go here. And the other one I watch actually that does a lot of Kohlberg is Harsh Reality. He's from the UK. I think he's from London way somewhere. I do watch Harsh Reality. A lot of people don't like him, but I like him. I tried to collaborate with him, but he said no, doesn't collaborate. But I did send the Zachary Anderson stuff to him to look at. He said he would. Not sure if he's going to do anything with it. I got tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Probably got an announcement to do about Zachariah. Um, yeah. So hopefully some a little bit more content coming your way, Bozak. But I won't know yet. Well, I sort of know. I've sort of tied out a guess, but not dates and stuff yet. Try and keep up with Nick. Yeah, Nick's back in work now though, so he's um he's out of the picture for a little bit. No, I don't. Gotta be fair, since finding you, I want. Oh, thank you, Emma. The only other person I really watch is Legal Vices. That's the only. I don't watch much of him because I haven't got time. Do you know what I mean? It's hard, you know. But he would be my recommendation to watch if anyone was starting. But yeah, it's hard. But you got to shop around. You got to see who you click with. Do you know what I mean? Um, like Harsh Reality is good because he just does videos. They're like 8 to 12 minutes long, and he posts twice a day. So I catch them because what I like about him. He says, "Look, I'm speculating," and he just gives a theory. Um, but his are only on average about 10 minutes. Um, but even with League of Vices, like I said this to Sean. I think yesterday, there's certain people Vices has on his stream, I do not like them as people, so I don't watch Vices then. It's nothing against Vice, it's just the people, like but this is why you need a variety of people, you know? Um, Jeff makes me yeah, he's funny as hell, but he's easier to catch up on, yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's just timings and stuff, innit, you know? And Jeff, I think the thing with Jeff though, I think that you don't get with Jeff, you get here is you got more of a personal touch here as well when it's live, because there's a lot less people for me to go through and speak to, where Jeff can't speak to people because there's like hundreds and hundreds of people in there, where I will always tell people watch that afterwards because it's easier. You're not gonna get a sh even if you're in the chat, you're never gonna get a shout out or anything like that. We're here, if you want to, you'll always get a shout out from me. Do you know what I mean? So it makes it easier. We had Mary this morning, Mary, but I'm not sure if she's back or if she's gone. Hopefully, Mary, if you're around, say hello again. That was nice to see some new people this morning as well. But yeah, always try it. JLR, as I say, try him out. Just not my cup of tea. I never tell you who to watch and who not to watch, but I'll tell you who I like and who I don't like, you know? So and then it's up to you then. You go and watch whatever you want. Um, but you can need to make your own decisions about people. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean that you won't. That you I don't know what I'm trying to say. You might love them. Maybe. I don't know. Right. Well, let's get this call back together, I think. I'm not gonna hang around for everybody. We'll get it go. There's not many of us here, but hey, doesn't matter. Small things are important as well. That's why I tell every woman I meet, it's a small packages are good as well. Not all about the big things in life. Gotta make sure. Share screen. So, um, where is it? No, no, no. Yes, that one. No, this one. Yes, share. Um, so my timetable for the week has gone out. So I think tomorrow's gonna be a big day. I think tomorrow's gonna be a big day, guys. Oops, where's this gone? I think tomorrow we're gonna be streaming from 2 o'clock. I think probably about 10, 11 o'clock at night for us in the UK. So because the Matthew Moore one and then the full day of trial. I'll play at 1.25 though. Do you know what I mean? Actually, I'll play this at 1.25 as well. Don't need to. Do you know what I mean 1.25 seems okay. Um, then Thursday we've got a full trial again, and I've got the members only. So I might I don't know. I'm gonna have to work that one out. I'm gonna have to work that one out about members only. So that could be a long day as well. Um, I'll try to be here if I can. Yeah, don't worry about it. I literally everyone's got a life. You don't need to be, you know. And also, you go into the streams as well. Um, I don't go into the streams that you do, but I mean, we've all got our own little quirky streamers. So yeah, and then yeah, hopefully I get to announce some stuff. Then on Friday we come in the morning, and I got a special guest for that one as well. You got on my special guest. I'm hoping that they are able to do it now. And if they are, some of you know this person, but some of you are gonna love this person. Love, love, love them. I love this person. My second favorite person behind Lady Law. I have to say Lady Law because Lady Law is my number one. So, but this one will be my number two, definitely. In terms of streaming and stuff like that. So yeah, so that'll be a nice surprise. And then after that one, probably take a half-hour break, and then I'll stream the trial again as well. I need to try and we're behind the day, so I need to try and catch up somewhere, but it won't be today, that's for sure. Right, if we're all buckled in, if we're all happy, if we're all ready to go. Layla's awesome. She is awesome. She is awesome. She's got a potty mouth in her, but that's why we probably get on. We get on really well, and she's my favorite person to stream with because I can say anything I want to her, and she doesn't take offense. I think she knows me pretty well by now. She probably knows me better than most people, so she knows everything. Joking. So when I tell her that we're a ragger, she knows I'm joking, obviously. Um, and that is great. But you could also like this. Kim knows the next. If this person comes on Friday, Kim knows them. Kim does know this person, and they're amazing as well. Right, here we go. Kim's a sly one. I never know what Kim's here. I love Kim though. Oops, sorry.
Responded back to ask what Frenchies were.
So the indication there was that officer received it and then responded.
Responded back within a minute or two.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to show you. Well, let's talk about the method of once you go into Microsoft.
I don't think so, Jody. I don't think so. You may, but no, I don't think you do, Jody. I don't think you do. But then I don't remember when you first started watching. This person's been on stream before with me. I love this person. They're great. Oh, thank you, Kim. I love you too. Kim being a day one there as well. She's lovely. Love my Kimmy.
Mhm.
How do you export the data of the email so that it's usable where you can read it?
So once the software has completed the search, it allows me to download the emails in what's called a .pst format.
And for the jurors, a PST format, is that something that you can download into your Outlook and open up?
Yes, you have to open it up in Outlook. I can't just click on it and open it from my computer.
You can describe, I'm sure most of the jurors are aware of what Outlook is.
Mhm.
Tell us just what Outlook is.
So for the city of Daytona Beach, they use the Microsoft Outlook email service. So each one of us have an email account, and we use Microsoft Outlook to open our emails that come through the account, through the exchange system.
Now, I'm just going to show you.
Please remember to like the video, guys. There's more people here than there are likes.
Looking at a
Please like it.
email. Is this what Officer Raynor email would look like when you open it up in the Outlook?
When I provided it, yes, to the officers.
Correct. And then, so specifically,
Oh, that white noise. Ugh. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. So yeah, let's have a look. Thank you for listening. We got 9 people here, 8 likes. Oh no, 9 likes, and I'm one of them. So we're still 1 like short, but I do appreciate when people like them. There's also a lot of people that watch me and they do their what do you call it? Washing. What the hell just happened here? They got up. Hello, Eris. Oh, you missed this morning. Twisted Bunny and myself are topless, Eris. Oh, it's a shame that you missed it. You'd have loved it. But welcome. I love it when you're lurking, Eris, and thank you for being here. Anne, Anne, I've seen you before, Anne. Genaske. I've seen you somewhere before, Anne. I don't know where I've seen you though. Hi, Anne. Is it on this channel I've seen you before? I remember the surname, you see. Don't know how you pronounce it, but Genaske, Ginaske, Genaske, Gunaske, something Aske. Anne. Oh, I saw it. Happy days, Eris. Happy days, Eris. Mine were a bit bigger than his, and we evolved it that women prefer bigger boobies on men, so I won the poll. Oh, there we are. Hello, Anne. Hi, Eris. There we are. I've seen you maybe on there. I haven't seen you in the chat before, but I've seen your name before. So welcome, man. Love you. Thanks for chatting. You're awesome for chatting. I appreciate that. Right, let's go back to this then. I will stop it sometimes, say hello to people. So I'm not sure what's going on. Whether I hope it's not a break, but it might be a discussion that's happened outside the presence of the jury, maybe. It did not catch the name of the witness, so I don't know who we got on here.
Yes.
Oh, I got to do a quick plug before Sarah P comes here and gives shouts at me. Well, you better have voted for me, Eris. Nah, you could have voted for Sean. Fair play to him. He was very good, very pleasant of him to join me. I didn't give him much of a chance. I advertised it before asking. I didn't even ask him. But yeah, we had a quick poll. It was only a joke poll, only a joke poll, but still. But you know, we found out that some more people fancy him than me. So I think in the end of the day, he was a real winner. You know. Quick plug. I try and do this at the start and middle and end, but quick plug. We There's never anything about don't beg anybody, but please grifting. If you want to become a member of the channel, Thursday night we got members only and we do members only content. Today I did a quick video of me coming out of the gym and spoke to the members. I'm not sure how much it costs, but there's one price for everyone. Blue Wenches, please, if you want to support the channel, please become a member and please become a Blue Wench. However, I also understand that money's tight for a lot of people, so it's never a given. And I'll never take offense if you're a member or you're not. Just it's there. You get access to our Discord channel, and also you get access to all the members only content, a bit more access to me essentially. But yeah, that's the plug. If you can afford it and you like the content, please do it. If you can't afford it, do not worry. I do not judge. It's absolutely fine. Just helps me out. Um, if people can't afford it. So with that, we'll go back to it. Forgot. Ah, no worries. You tend to forget, don't you? Hello, Thierry. Welcome back, Thierry. Love seeing Thierry in here. And we get back to this now. I think they're doing an argument.
I'm trying to get in a position where I can see you here. Yeah, we've never received a copy of this.
They don't speak into mics, guys. So or that.
Judge, this is just what this Magna utilized to provide us the documents to everybody. Instead of having stepping down and taking 20 minutes in court to generate a file to show them where it's on there, we just had it ready to go. The court wants us to, we can have it walk through the whole process.
Here he is.
Allows you to go through.
This is hilarious. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Hiya, Sean. For Twisted Bunny, so don't tell. You would have got my vote. Oops. I appreciate you with Eris. I appreciate you very much so. I saw good. I got Jodie, who I thought was like my number one. She voted for Sean. So don't you worry. We swapped the ones, Sean. Haha. That was perfect timing. That was perfect timing. It's all good.
Right, we're not putting this
That's
in
funny,
evidence, showing
hilarious.
how she loaded it in there to look at.
The other thing, Your Honor, is it looks like you're looking at his mailbox. He has only two items in his mailbox.
Busted.
So all we would see is those two things.
Where are you from, Eris?
License change the notice.
Oh, intrigued where you're from.
You have to load it into your Outlook, so it's loaded in Outlook here. But what I was gonna say is, we can have her upload the whole thing, there's, I think, what.
It's all good, Jodie. I'm only teasing. He's just a little bit more cute. I agree. He is cuter than me, so it's fine. We can't hear it anyway because they're talking to the judge without mics, so they might as well left the jury in there. So it's all fine, Jodie. You're allowed to flirt with him because he's cuter,
That was received by Officer Raynor, based on what
and
you.
he's a nice lad as well.
I can ask her. And just-
And I'm pretty sure Sean is single. I think. I know, Jodie. I'm only teasing anyway. I'm only teasing anyway. If you know me well enough, people should know like tease, tease, tease.
Email was sent. There's, we said it was there, but it looks like we look at that, like, there's two emails in the inbox.
So basically, DFS has not received this, whatever it is. It seems to be an email or document or something.
And in his box, it's Jason Lewis's box. And you have to download it to Outlook, but it's not downloaded to Mr. Magnus box, so it just gives it, he obviously saw it.
Sold you, right? Sean, you're single, right? Are you single, Sean? I'm pretty sure you are. And also, Sean, where's Eris from? Because I'm intrigued there. She's a mystery to me, Eris is. I like a mystery.
Probably about 15 minutes.
We had a
If I
discussion,
can-
you could do it in here if you wanted to, but it took a long time practicing. If they wanted to, we can. I'm not gonna load up anything else, Judge, I'll just have her explain what she did. I won't even put it up, Judge.
I was gonna say, even if she's able to open it up and show it from her computer.
One is
we
quite
never
nice.
received it. So it doesn't matter what she's able to pull up from her computer now or his computer and show to us, we've never received it.
I think she did a deposition, yeah.
So I'm surprised that you guys are getting prejudice by trying to get image of it. She testified.
Oh.
last night, and I know what she testified.
Jodie?
That she could see that it was in his box.
And you've seen the picture of Jodie. She's very attractive. Jodie's very attractive. And Twisted Bunny is single, willing to give a green card. Are you willing to travel to the UK to meet with Jodie, Twisted Bunny? Come on now. It's not all about going out to the US. Are you going to make that sacrifice to come over and see our little girl Jodie? Look at this. Dating site, this
That's
is.
the ultimate conclusion.
So I'm surprised that you say you're somewhat prejudiced, but I recognize that. I think it was misleading to have two items, my boss probably had the same, or the items. You give you the benefit of the doubt. So I think you should explain what she. Did I open it up?
No, I'll just have her explain it, Judge.
Then we're ready to-
Bring the jury in. Ba 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 ba. Matchmaker. Yeah. Yeah, but and Sean, you've got to show a bit of commitment first. Come and see the lady. You're out on a little date. And then, yeah, she'll move to US then, because the US is better. You're right. But, you know,
Approach, Judge.
I'm going to show you what the evidence is case 5, which is the email about the license plate reader, the one from June 23rd, 2021.
throw it in there.
To see what time that might have received an Officer Raynor's email.
You've never been to
Can you
Canada.
tell us what time that was in?
12:20.
Have you had an opportunity to look at Officer Raynor's email on the 23rd, the full, all the stuff, you know, even including the stuff that doesn't have anything to do with that?
So would I.
I did do a search where I just searched for the date and not for the specific tag number. Yes.
Did he have multiple emails in his email?
Yes.
Was there, and when I say multiple, are we talking more than 10?
Around 10 or 15.
Did you look at those other emails around the time window of his, when he received this one at 12:20, and to see if he received emails subsequently after?
Yes, I looked to see if he received emails subsequently after. And he-
Did-
I'm sorry. Yes, I did see that he received emails after that.
And those were emails after, was there also emails before?
Yes.
And you can't tell based on your search though whether or not Officer Raynor opened it, you can just tell us that it was received in his email.
Correct. I can only tell whether it was received. I can't tell if it was read or not.
No further questions. Thank you.
Okay.
Please hold on.
Well, it's lucky that he's American, isn't it? I match you, then you take into the DMs, guys. You take in the DMs. I've matched you now. I can roll the magic. You're both on Twitter. You can both find yourselves on Twitter.
So, all you can tell us is that there were two emails.
Invite me to the
received
wedding.
by
Thank you.
Jason, one on June 21st and June 23rd.
Correct.
And you went in through this whole elaborate process to pull that out. Right?
Correct.
Would it be easier just to open up his email and look and see if those emails are there?
I would have to, you would have to log in as Jason Raynor in order to go into his account outside of through the exchange system.
And then once you logged in to Jason Redmond's account, you'd be able to look and say, that was open, that wasn't.
I can't make a comment on that. I don't
Well,
know.
when you open up an email,
Uh-huh.
it was being opened, right?
Correct.
So you'd assume that.
I tweeted you.
systems work that way.
So I tweeted you out today, so she can find you on there. And I actually responded to Jodie today, so she's in my replies as well. I don't know what your alias is on Twitter, but it's quite easy to find, is what I'm saying.
I believe so. Yes.
You
Instead of going,
and Sean,
if you
find
actually open
Jodie.
it, it's rather just rely on the fact that all you received is a yes or no.
No, all I'm testifying to is that he received it. I'm not testifying to anything else.
You have no idea where you're-
Do not.
Just briefly, ma'am, just so we're clear, you can't just go into Officer Raynor's email and enter his password. You actually have to do it the way you do, right?
Yes, I have to go in through the back end. So like the exchange would be like a cable box, and the Outlook that we all use would be like your TVs. It's actually coming through the exchange.
Right, so when the defense says, you just log into Jason Leonard's email and look at that, you don't have access.
No, I do not.
Somebody else.
So how are you going to talk to Jodie then?
That I don't know.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr.
Yes,
This
sir.
boy.
Yes, sir.
You are releasing this.
He might be cute, Jodie, but Jesus, he's hard work. Right. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Right, hopefully. Oh, I know.
He's calling Taisha, you're on that. Taisha,
How you should live,
they're going to do it.
I mean, this is what. Right. No, we got to stop this. Right. Jodie, are you on Discord? Sean, do not play hard to get. Do not break my Jodie's heart. You cannot break her heart. No, no excuses, Sean. I know, look at me. I'm matchmaking. This is what it's all about, guys. I was about to say it's hard work. I know. Yeah, this is what we're about, like, you know. Sorry, go fight. Okay, I'll forgive you. But I can't help it right now. That's fine, but we need to message her, Bunny. But don't use it. Jesus, both of you. I've got a few tribulations about getting involved. You've been a kind of a, with somebody, Lorena. Yeah, Jodie Arias. But I think this Jodie's fine. I'm trying to keep count over here. Oh, sorry. Yes, I try my best. My achy breaky heart. Oh, ambulance. Don't break my heart. My achy breaky heart. Don't ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Monica, yeah, don't want to worry about her not cleaning up stains on clothes. Well, you twisted bunny need to either message her on um Twitter and arrange for her to go to reach out to her on Twitter, DM, um reach out on Twitter, then you can arrange to meet on Discord or something. Ha! So make sure you got 6 chats going. Sorry, Anne. Anne's new year and she's going, what the hell's going on? I cannot stand blood, so I'm not stabby. Not yet. So as a man, Sean, I got every confidence that Sean will message you, Jodie, and if he doesn't, let me know, and I will kick his ass into gear to message you. Look at me talking. Sarah, how proud are you of me? Jesus, Sarah P, look at me. How grown up am I? Ah, thank you. Thank you, Thierry. Thank you, Thierry. I don't know who voted for me. But thank you to everyone that voted for me. He might be cuter, but my tits are nicer, so and even Eris would have voted for me. And Sarah P, welcome back. Hope your daughter did well. What appointment went well and stuff like that. So nice to have you back. Lord have mercy. This is dangerous, isn't it? I can't even find myself a woman, but I'm matchmaking. Jesus, it's not safe. Don't let. Do not let me give any relationship advice. Bloody hell. Otherwise, you'll be single. It's the accent.
Yes.
Days. Yeah, and wasn't intriguing just as long as she's okay. Happy days. Exactly, TV. Bunny's a cutie. Bunny is cute. Bunny is. Might actually have a little time for a moment anyway. There we are. Message her on Twitter. She can find it on my account. I messaged her today, replied to her today, so she's in there. It had to be said. What? Why? What? What did you say, Kim? I missed it. I missed it, Kim. What did I miss? What did Kim say? What did Kim say? I don't know what you said, Kim. Sorry. Oh, you said yeah, he's a cutie. Common accent, northern accent. Isn't that a bit of a yes? Bunny is cute. I'll give you that. Bunny's cute. Nothing to be sorry about at all. I think Bunny's cute, and I think Jodie's cute. So I think they must be in heaven. And Bunny, Sarah P. Right, we're just gonna be matchmaking. We're not gonna bloody be watching this trial at all. Jesus.
Make sure you speak loudly into the microphone. You might lean forward a little bit so that we can hear what you have to say. Speak.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, ma'am. You guys talk really loud, though.
Hi, how are you?
Good, ma'am. Can you tell us your name and spell your last name?
Yes, Haisha Lewis. Last name is Lewis.
And how do you spell your first name, too, ma'am?
Tyesha.
Right, they're
Do
quite.
you know Othal Wallace?
I'm gonna put the volume up, so beware.
He's my kid's father.
How long have you known him for?
About 7 or 8 years now.
Where were you living back on June 23rd?
Ah, you should. Thank you, Iris.
Do you know the address?
133 Kingston.
I said Iris.
Is that
Sorry,
in-
Luna.
I remember
I'm looking at that another stream and Iris is there. I was like, oh, hi, Iris. Luna.
Did Mr. Wallace,
Indigo Luna.
sometimes stay there?
Yes.
Back then on June 23rd, 2021.
Thank you. Oh, that's what I was trying to do.
I was.
Thank you, Sarah P.
I was a manager at McDonald's.
What was your normal shift?
I was the opening manager, so I would go in around
In
4
the-
or 5, get off at 2 o'clock p.m.
That specific day, did you go into work?
Yes.
Got off right around 2 or 2:30?
Yes.
Thanks, Sarah.
Was Othal Wallace also working at McDonald's?
Yes.
You know what shift he would work?
He was also opener, but he got off a little bit later than me, so I can't remember his exact schedule for that day. But
When you got off, what did you do that day?
my daughter was in gymnastics at the time, so we went home, showered, got her dressed for gymnastics, and we left to Port Orange.
I don't like
Did you
this.
have con-
I don't like anonymous block call because I know it's Luna, but I always get mixed up with Iris for some reason.
would you say
Jesus.
Othal Wallace had work that day?
Yes.
Get back to Indigo
The last time you saw
Luna.
him that day?
Yes.
It's easier.
Subsequent or after when you left the gymnastics with your daughter and stuff, did you have any phone contact with him?
No, the only thing was he said that he was going to go see his daughter to bake some cupcakes or something, and that was the last time we talked.
Can you all hear it? Okay.
Tell us what happened after gymnastics.
After gymnastics, we went home. She's sweaty, bathed again. I had a drink, and we went to bed.
There come a time where you got woken up in the middle of the night,
Yes.
or not in the middle of the night, but in the evening, hours?
Yes.
Can you describe what happened and what would get there?
I just heard a bunch of commotion. My apartment complex, the walls are very thin, so if someone walks by or if there even a car pulls in, normally I can hear it. So I just heard a bunch of commotion, a bunch of yelling, a bunch of running backwards and forth. I thought it was maybe a fight or something going on in the parking lot. So I went to the window just to see what was going on. I couldn't really see. I went outside, and that's when I realized what was going on.
What did you see going on outside there?
I just heard someone yelling, we need towels, we need towels. He's bleeding, we need towels. So I was like, well, I have a bunch of towels. Like, what's going on? You guys need towels. So I brought out a towel or two, and then I handed the towel to the person. It was a pedestrian, I'm guessing. And then I kind of like looked down, got scared, and ran back in my house.
Did you see any police out there at that time?
I saw a police car.
Did you stay in your house at that time?
Yes.
Did there come a time where an officer knocked on your door?
Yes.
Do you remember talking to that officer?
Oh, that's appalling, isn't it?
I don't remember what was said. No.
Okay. What kind of vehicle did Othal Wallace drive?
I don't remember what it's called. It's an SUV.
Is it a Honda SUV?
I believe so.
Yes. So I'm going to show you what is marked for identification purposes as AA. Can you take a look at these first several photographs? Does that appear to be car that Othal Wallace would be driving at that time?
Yes, the car was a little bit different. I guess.
Eris, have you got this, or do I need to show him? Oh, hang on. For the YouTube does think. You got it. Yes, it's easy. It's
The
easy.
photograph of his picture, just the lighting is off, but this doesn't appear to be drive.
Yeah.
Do you know whose vehicle it was?
I'm not sure. I don't believe it was his. Probably someone else. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Somehow you can get it.
Let me pull it.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's right here.
They come loose.
See, luckily, my chat, my community, we got all the best looking people, especially women. The best looking women are in my chat, all ages. No, it was he doesn't know how to use Twitter. So I was like, have you got this?
Yeah.
Can you tell him how to use Twitter, or do I have to do it? But he's figured it out, so it's fine. Go with this at 1.25. It seems slow though.
The officer came
Oh.
to your door, you spoke to them. Do you remember trying to call Othal Wallace to try and locate him?
No, I don't remember.
Difference with this judge? I'm going to approach and show you what's marked in the states. Is this a fair and accurate depiction of the vehicle that Othal Wallace drive? And obviously, this is a screenshot from some device. You didn't take a photo, but this is the vehicle you drive.
Yes.
And can you tell by looking at the photograph, is that Othal Wallace in photo? Judge, this has stated witness is speaking. Okay.
Without objection, I did it yourself.
There might need to be a trigger warning. There might be a video in a bit. Not now. In a bit. I don't think there's anything
Can you
bad
tell
here.
me what's in evidence of state 7? Is this Othal Wallace's vehicle? And the person sitting in the driver's seat, that's Othal Wallace?
Yes.
Does this look like it's in the parking lot where you live in? If you can tell, I don't know if you can.
Kind of dark, but yes.
Any personal witness, Judge? I'm going to approach and show you what's marked as
He must be.
state security.
I hope you mean Bunny. Yes, I think Bunny is.
Are you able to identify the newsletter? Is this Othal Wallace? So just kind of say, in this case, give me, no,
Without objection, admitted as evidence.
I'm now showing you what's marked as 8A in evidence. Is this the photograph? Can you identify who's that photograph?
That's my baby's father. Othal Wallace.
And then in 8B, is this also Othal Wallace?
Yes.
Hmm. I wonder if they captured him that night.
show you what's marked as 8A. Now, R, sorry, it's marked. Take a look at that. Have you listened to this CD before? Okay. And the voice that's on there, that Othal Wallace.
Objection,
Let's give out a membership, shall I? Shall I give out a free membership to somebody? No, it's free. I have to pay for it. But make sure your gifts are open. And I'll give one out to
I'm
somebody.
sorry, because I signed it.
And you did it.
Yes.
And the voice on the CD is that Othal Wallace.
Yes.
How long will the objection? Are you submitting to evidence?
Not this time.
You identified as an item number?
Yes, R.
Thank you.
Oh. By the way, Sarah P. Hi, Dirk. Oh. Yes. Yeah, I did hear that it was a bad neighborhood, but I didn't know about all of that drive-bys. So no, I didn't know all of that. I knew it was a rough area. Hi, Dirk. Hi, Lou.
Oh, you want to use it? Yeah.
Don't worry, Lou. They're undercover. And also, Sarah P. I'd spun the wheel because we forgot to do one in the last stream once you were away, because you didn't remind me. And my punishment, or you like it, I got to wear my Nick Bosa shirt tomorrow on stream. So tomorrow, Nick Bosa day. So for you and Josie. I don't think Josie's here yet, but yeah, Nick Bosa day.
You live in the apartment 8 with Mr. Wallace, is that correct?
With my kids. He comes over to see his kids.
Did you live there as of a few months? Were you living with
Like I said, I live there with my kids, and he comes over to see his kids.
have you
Bang,
ever
bang,
were
nine
you
gang.
ever
Bang, bang, nine
residing
gang.
in that apartment complex, that apartment number 8 with Othal Wallace? Would you characterize it as residing in that apartment?
I don't understand the question.
Would you agree that you were residing, living there full time with Othal Wallace for 3 months as of June 23rd, 2000?
No.
Do you remember having your deposition taken on May 24th, 2022?
No.
Would you, Your Honor, may I approach? Okay, I'd like to just perhaps refresh your recollection. I'm going to direct your attention to the bottom of page 7, line 25, over to line 6 on page 8. Okay? Do you agree? Thank you.
Yes! Yes! Hang on, I'll come. Okay, I have no clue if things are working on Twitter. I got some message about they need to go through before I can do certain things. I can already feel my uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm just glad that Thierry got I'm so glad, Thierry. So glad. I wanted a regular to get one, so thank you. Yeah. Thierry's a member. You can join our Discord now, and tomorrow we got our members only. Do one more. Let's do one more, shall we? See if we can get another regular to get a free membership. Yes. Yes. Right. No worries at all. No worries at all. It's my pleasure. I like you when people I like regulars are here. So Thierry, or he always thinks it's Siri. Let's go. I'm just doing ones because I can't. I gotta be careful. I don't make any money off this. So Terry's got one. Dennis got one. Dennis got one. Dennis, you sly bugger. He got one. Dennis got one. So yay, Dennis got one. Happy days. There we are. I like it when regulars get them. Sorry for everyone else. I wish Jody had got one. I wish Eris had got one, but sorry, guys. But at least Terry and Dennis got one.
Yes.
Dennis did send me PayPal of about $10 the other day, so he basically paid for his own one.
Back in June of two.
You can just read yourself in. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of that.
Oh.
I'm glad Dennis got one because literally he sent me $10. But so he basically paid for his own one. So
Do you
and
agree
Terry's
that
been,
the truth of the matter is
skint, so I'm
back
glad
in
she
June
got
of
one.
2021, you two, you and Othal, were residing together at 133.
I was going to get one,
No, I
but I
probably said
can't.
it wrong, but in those 3 months.
Oh,
things
don't
that
worry
happened
about it.
all the time.
You would agree with me.
You don't need to do one
On May
anyway.
24, 2022, you showed up for your deposition, right?
Yes.
And we went in person. Remember that? We had the state attorney's office.
I don't remember.
Do you remember being sworn to tell the truth?
If I
I
don't
think
remember
so.
the actual situation, how can I remember that?
Do you agree that
I don't know how it works, Jody, if I'm being honest. I don't know how it works, I'll be honest with you. If you can do it off an iPad or not, I don't know any of that, sorry. Maybe Kim or Sarah P knows, I just don't know. Congratulations, even though he's not here, but congratulations, Dennis.
the specific question that I asked you was as follows on page 7, line 25. Back in June of 2021, you two were residing together at 133 Kingston Avenue, apartment number 8. Do you agree that I accurately read the question? That I asked you? Okay. Would you agree with me that that's a very straightforward question?
Yes.
Okay. And your answer was yes.
Yes.
Okay. And your testimony here is different than the testimony that you provided on May 24, 2020.
Yeah, it's definitely different because that's not accurate.
So now your testimony is that he was just staying there sometimes.
Right, to see his kids. He's always in and out, traveling, doing whatever he does.
Regardless, it is the case that he was welcome in this.
Oh,
parking lot
absolutely.
On June 23rd.
Yes, absolutely.
It wouldn't be unreasonable for him to be in that parking lot because from time to time he's safe.
Right, of course.
I just want to make sure. And you have 2 children in common with Mr. Wallace?
Yes.
He worked that day, it seems like the same hours you worked,
Yeah, well, sometimes. It all depends.
but on June 23rd, y'all got off around what, 2:30?
I got off at 2 o'clock.
And what time you got off that day?
I do not.
And would you have gone back to the apartment with him after the work shift and had some interaction there?
No.
Okay, you two parted ways?
Correct.
And the last time you would have seen him would have been at work at McDonald's?
Correct.
And then you said you had a phone call with him prior to everything coming to light with what happened in the parking lot, right?
It was a text message of him letting me know that when I got back from gymnastics, practice, he wasn't going to be there because he was going to be with his other child.
And was that the case when you got back? He wasn't there yet?
Correct.
You know approximately what time you got back?
I would say no later than 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock.
And if he's not back, but that doesn't alarm you because he told you that.
Right, he let me know he wasn't going to be there.
And in terms of this particular screenshot, there's a time on the top right-hand side of the thing, right?
Yes.
And this is a military time.
Jody.
Right.
Did you know that Mr. Wallace was in the parking lot at that time?
I did not. I was inside sleeping.
You have to get on a laptop or computer. It sucks, I know, but it's all good though. It's all good, Jody. Don't worry about it.
And a few moments ago, Mr. Lewis had asked you some questions about a photograph of the vehicle that Mr. Wallace was driving, right?
Yes.
Driving over to this? Just a person with one of the composite exhibits, and then I'm also, that hasn't been entered, it's IDAA, and then I'm also a person who witnessed what hasn't entered. I think previously you had, this is being consistent with your understanding of Mr. Wallace's vehicle. If you have a clear observation of the rear lights on the vehicle,
In the picture, I see one side of the.
in terms of that, like you see that picture?
Yes.
Right, and then do you see anything on top of the vehicle that's kind of distinct from characteristic?
That I would recognize the car.
Yeah. What do you see on the top?
On the top, I see whatever that little triangle thing is.
And let's just go with the triangle thing. Let's start there. So on,
If I'm gonna object, this is the province of the jury to compare the photographs to make a determination. I'm just Lewis, not an expert.
not asking for an expert, I'm merely asking for observations. You see the thing on the top and into the bottom.
No.
And how about the rear left? Do you feel like?
Yeah, they're completely different.
And how long did it take you to discern the match?
It's
Not 1 second. In this parking lot here, if I was driving down Kingston Avenue, there would be no way for me to even know what was going on at this location if I'm driving on Kingston. Right?
Correct.
And in terms of the orientation from the front of this vehicle to the apartment, can you tell the jury a little bit about how far that is?
Well, the
You're
parking
the
lot
best,
is
Luna.
very
Thank
small,
you.
compared to where the car parks in the building. It's not really that far. The parking lot is pretty small.
And in turn, is the orientation of this vehicle such that if Mr. Wallace were to walk out, would he basically walk straight across the parking lot and enter into his unit?
Correct.
Okay. I know I've been there in the past, but just to give a little bit of a reference, is the distance between the parking lot and where you would enter into the apartments much further from where I'm standing to the wall that's behind you?
It's about the same distance. It's that small.
What's the point,
And there's a
though?
car that's right next to this vehicle, right? In the picture as well, right? And have you parked in this parking lot?
Yes.
Okay. And is it your experience when you park in this parking lot that the distance between one car and the other is quite cramped, maybe an arm's length?
Yeah, it's very close.
Okay. And have you ever opened up your car door when there's been a car on the
Yes.
other side? of you? Is it possible for you to get beyond the open car door with another car next to you?
No, it's so small that I have to tell my kids, be careful, you're going to hit the car next to you when you open the door. Very small.
I don't get the point here. I might be missing something, but I don't get the point. He's on camera. You see him there. I don't really.
Thank you, Judge. Ma'am, if you look at this photograph right here, do you see the taillights?
No, see the front of the car.
Right, so the taillights are behind the car, right?
Yes.
Abutting the shrubbery that's all back there that covers.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Okay. And you can't see the antenna there, can you, Samantha?
No, it's
Hang
just
on. What's going on? Terry. Oh, thank you, Terry. There we are. Yeah, thank you. So Jodie's got one and just Jura's have got one. Oh, paying it forward. Thank you, Terry. You didn't have to do that at all. But I really appreciate that. There you are. Problem solved, Jodie. I tried to get you one a few times now, but for some reason, because you didn't call me cute, didn't give you one for some reason. Thank you for the gifted membership. Yes, so generous. Thank you. Genuinely, thank you. Another gifted membership. Ah, so honestly, so nice because this is what keeps my channel going, the memberships. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's why I always seem to be begging for membership. It's what pays my bills. Thank you so much, Terry. Really appreciate you for that. Means the world. Thank you.
Further questions?
Ma'am, is there a traditional parking curb right behind the vehicle? You notice that on the bottom left-hand side of the,
yes, there's like the little parking. Little bump.
and then there's some space, maybe a couple feet between the parking curb and the shrubbery.
No, there's no space.
If there's not any space between this curb and the shrubbery there?
No, it's like if you step past the curb, you're going to be in the, like hitting the fence pretty much.
And do you see anything?
Remember you saying that, yeah, I remember you saying that.
Look at the passenger side of the vehicle.
No, it's clear.
Make sure you get one every month for yourself. Don't worry about passing it on.
I'm gonna object, that's a speculation,
Oh.
Judge.
Nothing correct.
I don't have any reread. She's excused.
Hang on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'll post it here now. I'll post it here. So this is the Discord. Paste. So anyone that's a member, please go into that. If your Discord name is different, Oh, Jody, straight in. You're in. I need to just activate you, Jody. 2 secs.
Today we'll call Sergeant Joseph first.
Done. So. So just have Twisted Bunny now as well. That Jody is with us. Ah, I like when a plan comes together.
Maybe we'll get some deputy for you.
Yeah, you're green on mine. You're green on mine. Well, there we are. I did tell him. Happy days. Happy days.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Would you please introduce yourself to the court?
My name is Joseph
Ian.
Michael, sir. I work for Daytona Beach Police Department.
In what capacity?
Oh, I
What's your
missed it.
rank?
I'm
Damn.
a patrol sergeant.
Oh, hang on. If Sarah didn't catch it, I'll go back. I was talking. I should have caught it. No need to thank me, Jody. No need to thank me. Matchmaker. Yeah, no, that's fine. I knew. That's why I knew we couldn't get it. Hang on. I'll go back. My bad, that was. That's why I stopped it, Sarah.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Would you please introduce yourself to the court?
My name is Joseph Michael, sir. I work for Daytona Beach Police Department.
In what capacity? What's your rank?
I'm a patrol sergeant.
How long you been with Daytona Beach PD?
A little over 20
No worries.
And is it all your?
I will stop. Sorry.
Your entire law enforcement career been with Daytona Beach PD? Okay. How about walking us through a little bit the various positions you've had and what you've done in your 21 plus career as a law enforcement?
Originally started in patrol. Did that for about 2.5 years. I went to street crimes, which was a low-level narcotics, vice crimes thing. And then to special investigations unit, which was narcotics also, but mid upper level stuff. And then I went to the high-intensity drug trafficking areas task force. Basically,
That's
a group
fine.
of,
You
cities
caught more
and
than me,
counties,
Sarah.
and they work upper level narcotics investigation. And then in 2020, I was promoted to sergeant.
So tell me, what does a sergeant with the Daytona Beach Police Department do? What are your duties and responsibilities?
You'll have a
It's not quite all green, but if you've not got a membership, there's no slight here. I don't feel we don't have it. I understand that some people can't afford it, or even they're members of other channels. So, only so many memberships you can have. So if you're not green, and I know there's a couple here that are not green, there's no slight. Just chat. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We don't mind at all. So please keep contributing. But it is nice to see the majority in green. But we need to mix it up. It doesn't all have to be green, guys. So if you haven't got a membership, please don't think you can't chat. I encourage you to chat. So please do get involved. Because the more you get involved, the more chances are people will donate you a membership or try to anyway. So please chat away. And the more engagement you do in chat, apparently, the more chances you have of getting a membership. So please chat away.
platoon of officers on nights, so they're usually a little bit younger. We train them, you review the reports, supervise calls for service that they're on, assist with competency calls for service.
It is a pain.
Counsel them,
I don't do much in it, to be
mentor them,
honest.
try to create a positive morale for the shift.
To be honest, this squad I've got is not the best. As in, I'm not great at it. But I will say, I think I add a lot of value when it comes to membership only videos and stuff. I do, we go one tomorrow night. I do stupid things in them for you guys. So I think on that, I think that I offer more than most people for the membership. I think it's worth the price just on the membership videos, let alone Discord. Discord's just more of a posting our videos every day to say they're live. So I wouldn't worry too much about Discord. You can try to
Did you
promote
know
my
Officer
channel.
Jason Raynor?
Or I did,
Was
yeah,
on
I
your
am.
shift?
But I'm too
Were you a
honest.
supervisor? And were you the supervisor for the entire time since you became sergeant until he was shot on June 23rd, 2021?
I was.
Were you working the night that he was shot?
I was.
Were you a supervising sergeant that night? I was. Did you have any contact with him that evening before he was shot?
Maybe in passing. No real conversations I recall.
Okay, so you don't recall any content of any conversation, correct? And talk to us a little bit about his area of responsibility, or where he was assigned and where he might wind up.
We have 8 different zones within the district, and we go from the railroad tracks to the beach. And in between, we also have the river. So we have the Ridgewood units, we call it, and then we have the beachside units. So on the Ridgewood side, on the north end, you have 56 zone, 57 zone, and 58 zone. And then, so any unit that you have they're usually Charlie 50 something. But we also have 70 units that we use that are the more senior guys that have a little bit more just empowerment to go to both sides of the river to help out on calls or to do other things.
Was that the situation with Officer Jason Raynor?
Yes, he was 77.
So he was free to move about in different zones? And are you familiar with the area where Officer Jason Raynor was shot?
I am.
Had you been there before? Was the location known to you? Why is that?
It's a high crime area. We'd recently had a rash of shootings and also a known narcotic location. So there's been complaints generated by the public in that area, along with other incidents that we responded to.
Place you needed to have a police presence?
Yes.
Would you consider the area, the parking lot where you found Officer Jason Raynor, is it secluded? Not visible from the road?
No.
Little or no lighting back there? Did you consider it part of Officer Raynor's responsibility to patrol areas like that?
Absolutely.
Now, it's a high crime area, the shootings that are going on. Is that something that you and your officers face typically on a daily basis?
The shootings, maybe not on a daily basis, but quite often, yes, we deal with some violent crime, probably on a daily basis.
I want to touch briefly on a bolo regarding a stolen vehicle. Are you familiar with license plate readers? And are you familiar with how they work as far as reading license plates? And would you agree, or is it true that these license plate readers have the ability, amazing ability actually, to capture a tag number and then put it in some kind of database? And did they also check that database to see if somehow that particular tag or whatever?
Oh, was I a guest or something? I shouted it out. Don't worry about Discord. I can't use Discord either. Oh, I didn't know that. That's a nice story. That's lovely. I don't remember that, but that's a lovely, lovely story. Thank you for sharing that, Emma. I don't know which channel it was, but that's lovely. I'm glad that I always try and give people shout outs. It's hard when you've got like loads of people in there, get it, but I always try and do it, especially for people that are members. Like, yeah, no, it doesn't matter if you're a member or not. I always give a shout out. Oh, it might have been okay. Yes, it might have been Nick. No, I've never been on MLS or with Jeff. He was on Nick's. Yeah, fine, fine, fine. Yeah, not an, not an issue.
might be, was input in there for some reason. Now, let me talk to you about that a little bit. Did you use that database or help, what was your proficiency with pulling up that database and looking into it?
I was given access to it. I hadn't really learned how to use it, but I knew some of the
Must
other
be
officers
Nick.
that did, and I would rely on them to help me with it.
And what about Officer Jason Raynor? Did he help you with it?
Yes,
Did he appear to know what he was doing?
he knew how to operate the system.
Objection seconded.
Did he help you?
He helped me. If I need something, I would go to Jason if it was having to do with LPRs.
And is it your understanding the BOLA was distributed by email?
Yes.
Was it distributed in other ways too?
It was sent out through our, we call them MDTs. It's a mobile transport. It's our computer and it's the system. They were sent out through that and then also over the radio.
So it was actually broadcast over the radio? And I assume all the folks on patrol working that evening, their radios were operational? And was the vehicle, this BOLA that we were talking about, was the vehicle described? In
Yes.
the BOLA, it operates some kind of description.
It was given out by description over the radio and then, you know, on the MDTs, it just lists the description of it. And then on the email is actually a photo of the back of the vehicle.
What about Officer Raynor? You said he was proficient with the LPRs in the database. What about his emails? You were the supervising sergeant. Did you have occasion to observe if he was conscientious or not about checking his emails?
He was, because oftentimes I would send out emails to them. He would respond to them. I've been with him at his vehicle when he had his emails up.
Is the purpose for sending out any BOLO to the officers so that those officers will be aware of it and on the lookout for it themselves?
Yes, it actually BOLO stands for be on the lookout. So that's why it's being sent out. Keep an eye out for it.
So looking for a BOLO or looking for whether it's a vehicle or it's a person, whatever it is, that's what you consider that part of the, within the scope of the duties and responsibilities of a police officer.
Yeah.
A good thing?
Absolutely.
Seeking to prevent crime, proactive policing?
Correct.
Did there come a time when you became concerned for Officer Jason Raynor's safety?
Yes.
Did it have to do with radio and him calling out? Didn't respond, is that correct?
He did not respond.
And that's a red flag, right?
Correct.
So do you have the capability, to know where your officers are?
Yes.
How, tell us about it.
There's a system called Force Watch. It's throughout the county. So all the vehicle computers have a GPS plugged into them. So on my computer, I can see where my officers' vehicles are located.
Okay. Were there efforts to reach out to Officer Raynor on the radio?
Yes, we called, there's some officers that called and then dispatch called them again, no response. I told dispatch to put out an alert tone, which gives us radio silence, and then they do the loud to get anybody's attention in case you didn't hear it, you can hear me. And then,
Oh, you said an alert tone. Does that tone, what's the purpose of that for the folks that hear? The police officers that hear?
that we're trying to locate somebody, or occasionally they can do it before a big call comes out. But the alert tone is in case, you know, you're talking to somebody, you might not hear your radio or the volume might have gone down, but you hear the beep, beep, beep. And they get your attention, like, oh, what's going on? And then you realize they'll call your call sign again. And you're like, oh, they're talking to me on code 4.
Were you able
Okay,
to
that's interesting.
determine a likely location for Officer Jason Raynor?
Yes, from the Force Watch system, it appeared that his vehicle was behind the building at 133 Kingston. Force Watch. Force.
Just briefly, do officers, police officers, you, your squad, your crew, your platoon, do y'all have the capability of talking on the radio in the vehicle itself?
Yes.
And also on foot?
Yes,
And that's with would that be a portable radio that you're equipped with?
yes.
Is that like the one you've got there on you're wearing now?
Yes, sir.
And is that a microphone on your shoulders?
Yes.
Okay, and if you want to transmit, with that, you're outside of your car, interacting, whatever it is you're doing, you want to transmit, do you use your hand in order to transmit?
Yes, you have to come up and press the button on the side, hold it down, you hear a beep, and then you broadcast.
You have to hold it down until you
Right.
broadcast. Where were you when you heard, or you got concerned about Officer Jason Raynor and you started this force watch or looked in that application to look at it? Where were you?
I was at the beachside precinct handling some of my admin duties on my computer. So it's just on the other side of the river.
Okay, the precinct is like a substation or an office for the police department?
Yes.
It's not the headquarters?
No.
But it's for that area or vicinity?
Yes, for District
Okay.
2.
And so what did you do at that point, Sergeant?
When I saw where he possibly was, I put that out over the radio to tell the guys that were responding, we had everyone heading that way. And then I went immediately to my vehicle and started that direction.
You get that?
Yes.
So, once you arrive, what's your mission or your goal? What are you trying to accomplish?
To find out, to make sure he's okay if he needs assistance. We were on our way there to help an officer.
Okay, and what happened when you got?
On the way there, one of the officers had transmitted that we had a gunshot wound to the head. I arrived, there were 2 officers on scene. I was talking to them, trying to get whatever information they had from him, because he was still talking to us somewhat, and trying to come up with a suspect. But at the same time, I was more worried about getting rescue there. So it's simultaneous, both things we need to have happen to get him to the hospital.
I know this might sound like a silly or stupid question, but that was very traumatic was that very traumatic for you, what you were witnessing?
Definitely a traumatic event for everyone involved.
For everyone. So, did you try to clear a way for a rescue to be able to get into this area?
Yes, I put it out over the radio to make sure that because a lot of times when we come in and we get to a call, everybody's quick to get there and we're parking our cars everywhere. And we have to go back out to move the vehicle so we can let the emergency personnel in. It's just usually how it happens. I was quick to put it over the radio, make sure it's clear. We want to get them in there quick. And then told another officer to go out there and also make sure that they could get in there unabated by vehicle.
Okay, and then what about once Officer Jason Raynor was taken and put in the ambulance, did you help clear away an escort, so to speak, so that he could get to the hospital as soon as possible?
Yeah, we told evac that we would block off the intersection. So another officer and I would go ahead of rescue and block off the north side and the south side traffic. So they didn't have to slow down. They could go through and then get back again and head up in front of them so they can get to the hospital.
And evac, that's the ambulance service?
Yes,
It's called evac? Okay. Now, there's another important thing that needs to be done at this point in time, right? Now that you know that Officer Jason Raynor has been shot in the head, and you're trying to figure out what happened, right?
Yes.
So what do you do?
Well, at the time, we were trying to get into his phone because we have the Axon cameras that are attached to our chest. You don't have, the individual that it's assigned to has access to it through a phone app. You can go in there and actually view your videos while you're writing your report, or that you can put in the case number and things like that. So initially, we were trying to get to unlock Jason's phone. We weren't able to do that. So I sent the Axon camera with Officer Sizemore to the precinct, and that's where you're able to dock it. We have a secure closet. Once it's docked, that uploads it to evidence.com. So while we were doing this, I was assuming that video was going to be uploaded, and then I wanted to get to that to see what we could find out.
So you gave the body cam to Sizemore?
Yes.
Sizemore took it to Beachside?
Beachside precinct.
She docked it. What does that mean? Is she just plugging it in, or what? What does that mean, docked?
They're like banks of almost like a battery, maybe for like a power tool or something. You just plug it in, and then the light comes on it, and you can see that it's uploaded.
So it's uploading and charging?
Yes, also.
Okay. And you said it's a secure area. What do you mean?
It's secure to get into the precinct, but then also there's a closet. It's upstairs. You have to use your key card to open that to get access to it. And then you have each platoon's got a different section for the camera.
Is this something that's done every night at the end of shift, typically with the officers in their body worn cameras?
It is.
Did you view that video?
I did.
So there was a video?
Yeah.
Where did you view it?
Initially, when I was at the hospital, I couldn't get service, so then I went to our main station at 129 Valor, and I was able to access it from there.
Let me stop you. When you say you didn't get service, that means you couldn't get the internet?
Correct.
You have to be on the internet in order to tap into, evidence.com?
Correct.
So you did that?
Yep.
And you watched the video?
Yep.
Was it helpful in identifying, a suspect?
Yes.
So what did you do? You watched the video. What was it you did then?
Everyone was on the radio. They were all trying to figure out what kind of suspect we had. So as soon as I could get to a frame where I could get a picture of something, and I started with the vehicle, I would email that out to department-wide and also to the Volusia County Crime Center, so they could send it out further than that. And then as I went, I took a picture of the suspect, did that also, meanwhile asking if CID could assist with downloading the whole video. I couldn't email the whole clip. It wouldn't email.
Right, it's like too big of a file or something, is that
Correct.
right? But you were getting pictures out of the car, is that right?
Of the vehicle and the suspect.
And the suspect. Do you know if somebody used those pictures to help identify, the defendant in this case?
I know they were used to identify him.
Your Honor, may we approach for a moment? Yes, sir.
Hey. There's a lot of attorneys. Look at them. Jeez. And welcome, Ghost Street, as well. Oh, I haven't seen Josie this afternoon. Maybe she's busy. Maybe Josie is busy. Jodie's back. Hopefully the hot chocolate was nice as well. I think Eris is gone. Where's Anne? Anne, where are you? Where you on? Oh, damn, I pressed the wrong button. I hope you're all well out there. Oopie doopie, oopie doopie doo, oopie doopie, oopie doopie doo. I was gonna say that. Yeah, still States, I believe. I believe so, yes. Oh no, that was defense.
All rise for jury.
No, it was state. It was state. That blonde is fit. Wish we could have a better picture of her. Right. Da 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 da. Oh no, they're discussing stuff. Okay, so we will not skip it. Luna, Luna, I knew you were here. Well, those that are not members are here.
Sergeant. Have you?
Hey, don't let Sean hear you say this.
How many times did you say you come in contact with marijuana?
Hundreds, maybe, and over 1,000, a lot.
Okay. Are officers trained in how to recognize marijuana?
They are.
Tell me what you're looking for to try and identify or recognize what could be marijuana.
There's the sight of it, and also there's got a very unique pungent aroma to it.
Okay, so describe what you say visually. What are you looking for?
Usually described as a green leafy substance, but there's also buds and stems and seeds.
Okay. And as far as aroma, burning or non-burning or both?
Both of them do. When the burnt marijuana obviously has a stronger smell to it.
Or is it, you're the sergeant that was in charge of this squad you testified to. Did the officers that you supervised have training in the recognition and observation of marijuana?
Yes.
And is it fair to say that marijuana that a police officer is going to routinely come in contact with marijuana during the course of doing their job every day?
Yes.
Is that true for you?
Yes.
Come to my channel, you become members, and we find love. Sexting with Jodie. That's amazing. No one's sexting with me. So brilliant. I love it. I love it. You go, you dirty dogs, you both of you. Sexting. That's the stuff from the streets like we forgot.
Your
Oh,
Honor,
you
there
keep
is the
sexting.
video, which hasn't been introduced yet into evidence. And this is disputed, of course, but there is what we believe to be in the defendant's hand. What appears to be a marijuana cigarette. Now, they could argue something else, but we believe that, and we believe that based on that plus, as we had said earlier, I think your ruling was we couldn't talk about, what's marijuana regarding, the Snellville search warrant.
Right.
But we believe that would be relevant because it's an additional layer of possible suspicion once Officer Raynor made contact with the defendant. And as you can see, while I'm sure they're going to dispute it being marijuana, I think you heard it in their opening statement, I think it's fair game to at least make the arguments. They make theirs, we make ours. Yes.
I guess in terms of what's before the court right now on proper, my objection would be that it's completely irrelevant. I don't know where we're gonna go. There's not been a demonstrative proper to the board or a portion of the video where there's gonna be any particular identification. There's been no testimony from certain search about any contemporaneous conversation on June 23rd about marijuana. So what we anticipate to be the case is 2.5 years after the shooting, then marijuana becomes a factor in the case, and they're trying to backfill in that, oh yeah, it must have been marijuana, but there's no real-time memorialization of any marijuana being suspected. There's nothing before the court to determine what he's going to testify.
Your Honor,
I don't know.
Your Honor, may I briefly at this point? Today, right now with Sergeant Searce, all I'm asking is to discuss how they might recognize marijuana. We have other witnesses, and when we introduce the actual video, then you can see.
I imagine so,
visually
yeah.
what we're talking about.
Well, I'd rather have them come back, talk about this, look at video, and show, I can have a better.
Yes, sir.
A better feel for whether or not they, what you're trying to claim that marijuana, there's some sort of basis to it.
Yes.
Without knowing exactly what it is that you're gonna show, I can't determine whether or not it's a drug.
Wow.
As of right now, there is no relevancy, but there's nothing.
Yes.
On the record that indicates, that it was marijuana allegedly on the defendant's hand.
Yes, sir.
So for now, I'm not gonna exclude it.
Yes.
Without preventing from using it until it becomes more relevant for me to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Let's take our break.
Okay. So he had marijuana on him. They try to introduce it. I don't know what marijuana cigarettes are though, I'll be honest with you. I've never heard of them before. Like, I've not heard of marijuana for ages, like, obviously, but never heard of that before. That's new. Obviously, it's banned in the UK. You can't smoke marijuana, so. Ba-da-ba. Okay. You can see for okay, yeah, okay. Joint, yeah. I've smoked one, but like when I was in college, but not like I haven't had one for over 20 years. Do you know what I mean? Or close to 20 years. Yeah. You two talk about. Look at you two talking with the slang. You two. You're meant to be. Yeah, I thought there was actually a marijuana cigarette. I was like, is there? Because I'm out of touch with it all. I'm out of touch. I say it's all illegal here now, so I know in America, so it's getting more and more legal. So I thought maybe someone has done a cigarette with weed in it or something.
Your Honor, permission to
I'm meant to be. Jody's free for sure.
Identification purposes as state
One
exhibit
fine
I.
day to fly away Go to Philly just for the day. Hey, hey, hey.
You recognize this photograph?
I do. It's Officer Jason Raynor. Officer Jason Raynor.
Is this a fair and accurate representation of the officer Jason Raynor that you met?
It is.
Your Honor, this time I ask to be able to move in the Your Honor,
Whoa.
tender the next.
Product examination.
Good afternoon.
So you've likely underwent considerable amount of training in your 21 years of law enforcement, correct?
Yes.
One of the most important tools of a law enforcement officer is the powers of observation. Do you agree with that?
The what?
Powers of observation.
Sure.
And part of your training, it's ongoing, is to develop how to discern between what could be potentially innocent conduct or what could be criminal conduct, right?
As far as being part of it? Yes.
You're trying to hone those powers of perception so that you can key in on something that might lead to an arrest or a further investigation. Do you agree with that?
I do.
And that's what bolos are used to assist in, correct? You would agree that it's equally as important for law enforcement to train their powers of observation so that they do not overextend and capture innocent folks that might be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Say again?
Do you think it's just as important to use your powers of observation so as to not unnecessarily involve someone who's innocently looking like a suspect or in an area where there was a recent officer service?
I don't know how you'd be able to determine if someone is or isn't.
Well, let's say, for example, you're familiar with this crime bulletin that went out, right?
Yes.
Right. And the crime bulletin talked about the vehicle, this gray SUV, right?
Gray Honda CRV, you think?
And would you agree that based upon this information, that any black female or black male in their 20s would be subject to seizure and interrogation?
No.
Okay. And that's because it would be unreasonable to just capture every black female and black male in their 20s, right?
Correct.
In fact, an appropriate thing to do would be to look at the specific information in the BOLO and apply that to the observations, right? You would want to take, and you wouldn't just pull over.
You're not saying that you weren't mentioning that they were in a vehicle, right? You're just saying a black male or black female anywhere?
Right. That would be inappropriate to just pull over every black or black male or female in their 20s to look for this stolen vehicle, right?
Well, if they're in a vehicle, it appears that it could be that vehicle, then you would investigate that.
Right. And the question becomes how close to that description is a reasonable pursuit or an unreasonable pursuit of that vehicle. Do you agree with that?
As far as what's reasonable and what's unreasonable?
Right. You're trying to use as many details as possible to determine whether it's reasonable to pursue this car further, correct?
Yes.
Right. And for instance, if an officer was going and looking for this 2014 CRV and they plainly saw that the vehicle was an HRV, it would be unreasonable to pull that car over.
If you knew the difference?
Right. So the point is, as a law enforcement officer, it's important to try to discern between the specific information so that you don't capture someone or hassle someone that's not worthy of suspicion.
Yes, and I also know that sometimes bolos are close, if you're just getting it out through the air or whatever, so they're not always 100% accurate, but if you know the difference, then yes.
And you train your officers to make.
We don't mind that you're dull grey. No, Eris, that's why I said we don't care if it's a sea of greens. If you interact, we like that people are here. And the more you chat, hopefully people will, not saying today, but other streams, people will hopefully give memberships out. And that means hopefully your gifted membership is on and you can catch one. The more you just, I think it works, the more you chat in streams, the more likely you are to get a membership. So I don't, I don't discriminate. If I like people and they contribute, then that's brilliant for the stream. So please carry on chatting because we know it isn't you just messed up the sea of green. Okay, we need to get your membership. Yes, I'll just stop talking. Post you'll get that sea. No, Eric, shut up. Twisted Bunny's right. Hell no. Unfortunately, it's out of our control when we gift membership who gets one. So I can't um just give you one. Oh, Yeah, no, I've tried so many times. I wish we could try. Thank you, Thierry. I went to Katie. Katie hasn't been here for a while, but she was here a little bit over Zachariah. But thank you very much. Um, do you know what? I've probably given out about, I'm not joking, 50 memberships this month. And I've given them out to people that I have no idea who they are. And the ones I really, really want to um, give them to, they don't give it to them. Um, yeah, it does that, Thierry. Real control. It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, I know I hate it. Jody, lol, not anything. Well, in public, but no, the cigar weed that I have isn't really weed. Hello, count. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Thierry. That's very generous and kind of you. I know it's a shame, but thank you, Thierry. Yes. I don't know why he does that. I hate it. Loved Thierry. Yes. I was really wanting to come to America and thinking anything when. Get out there, Jody. Well, take a trip anyway. The fun is finding out what's allowed and what isn't. There we are. There we are, Shawnee boy. Get in there. Um, your sweet Thierry. Yeah, the algos are off right now. It will pull people up who've not even been here in months. Someone was getting gift memberships to people who weren't even heard. I know I've literally given 50 out, I think, or close to 50 this month. And because I wanted to go to regulars because it encourages people then if they like it to buy it. It went to people that have never come on this channel, most of them anyway. Which is I don't like that. I'm glad they subscribed, but they're never here, so it's unfortunate. Philadelphia, Jody, Philadelphia. Get those cheesesteaks. Herd equals so yeah. Membership to channel. I've never chatted on this. I get membership to channels that I haven't been on in months. I don't. To be fair, I don't really have I have mine on for legal vices and for Nicks, and that's it. But I've not been gifted any. I always have to buy them. Nice to visit for now. In the next few months, the St. Petersburg area, Florida would be nice. Oh, do you want to take her there? You got to take her out though, Sean. So wherever works for you both. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I just hate it, but there we are.
Make sure that they are reasonable when they're approaching citizens, right?
Yes.
You're not telling them, hey, if you're in the ballpark of a description, go ahead and stop, right?
Your Honor, I'm objecting that characterization in the ballpark. I think he has specific questions.
It would be inappropriate if you learned that one of your subordinates was engaging in a practice where he was just being reckless with the information in a bowl and pulling over everybody that got close to the description, right?
Well, you're saying got close and then you're saying reckless. I wouldn't put them together. If it's something close and I believe that they're acting in good faith, then yes, that it would be okay to contact them.
So the issue is how can you determine what's close and what you should disregard, right? That's what on the scene observations come down to as well.
Okay, good.
Did you investigate any portion of this case? Were you tasked with investigating anything, or were you just more of a first responder?
First responder, and then once the video portion was sent out, I was done.
In terms of police and citizen encounters, they're governed by policy. Like there's policy about how a law enforcement officer at Daytona Beach is supposed to interact with members of the public.
Yeah, as far as your demeanor and
Your Honor, I'm going to object to the relevance.
Can we approach on that?
Eris, you'll get one. Twisted Bunny will get you one. Don't worry about that. Manda, like I can't even give them out. I have to pay for them myself as well. So I'll say I've literally, I'm not exaggerating saying I've given 50 out this month. Yeah, it is like, trying to encourage people to buy them, it is. But, Right. Right. Josie, where's Josie then? She must be busy in work or something. Josie never misses a stream. You and me. That's what that Thierry, you said this last time. That's the plan. That's what I'm trying to do it for, is for them to see what the membership streams are like. And if they like it, hopefully they buy it. I don't remember how much it costs, but that's why I do it. Spend money to, try and invest it. She was here this morning. Yeah, but she's always here in the afternoon as well. So Jodie, for UK, £4.99 a month, which I think is reasonable. I mean, if people think it's too dear, let me know. I was thinking of making it cheaper. I don't know, but I don't know. I generally don't know. It's four, so I'm not sure how much it is in America, but it's £4.99. I'm staying up for the topless geezers. Well, not me, the other one you want, isn't it? I'm sure you'll get some topless pics off him. Don't worry about
Sir, you mentioned a policy of being courteous to members of the community,
Yes.
and that involves advising a citizen, if practical, about the reason for the contact, the reason for them being.
that. There we
It's
are.
not spelled out in any sort of way like that.
There's
Do you get to claim the tax back then? Do you know what I mean? So it'd be like literally $3 for you guys. Or you can't. I don't know how it works. So
no policy at all that talks about giving a citizen a reason or explanation for an officer contact.
You reach to a point where they're detained or not detained, you're already at that point where you're going to tell them why they're detained. But just coming up to talk to somebody, you don't have to automatically just say what you're thinking.
Understood. If someone gets pulled over, are you suggesting that there's no policy that requires an officer to advise the citizen about the reason for them being pulled over?
Now, I don't know if that's in policy or not, but it is good practice if you stop some kind of traffic stop.
there's no guarantee to give it one.
Reason of the
So
And similarly, would you agree that there are times when it would be good practice if you're encountering a member of the public outside of traffic stop to advise them of what you're looking for, the reason why you're coming?
It would be on the time as far as how you feel officer safety wise. A lot of times you don't want to point out something that you see that may be potentially something that may lead to an arrest or could be dangerous. You don't want the suspect to know basically your cards at that point until you can safely proceed.
And I think what you're getting at is that it's not unreasonable for some people to perhaps be
pain in the
nervous.
ass.
Some people are nervous.
And also what you just described would be a kind of de-escalation, right? You don't want to go in front of a person right away. You might have a more active response.
It depends on the situation, really. I mean, if you have to take immediate action, then you take immediate action. But I know it's good practice for officer safety wise. If you see something in a car, I may not point that out to that person right then and there that I see something, because I know I might need someone else to help come and detain the person, or the fight could start, or they could flee, and those kind of things.
And obviously, when you're arriving up to the point where you need to determine what information to give, you've already processed the situation and had time to reflect on it before you're getting involved, right? You're having some time before you're contacting somebody to see if they match your bullet, to see their demeanor, to assess which tactic you're going to use when you're contacting them.
Not at all. It flows as far as like if you're getting out to talk to somebody. I don't, depends on what you see, what you're picking up, maybe what you smell, maybe what you hear, and things like that. There's no.
Okay, she's been listening in the background. £5 is £6.25. Yeah, but Sean said it was £3 something, so it works out, I think, about $4 for them. Then I'm not sure how that works though, because I thought the same as you. That'd be about $6, but it must be cheaper for that. I had no idea. I generally don't know how it works, because you can get down to 99 pence. I don't know. That's sweet, Julia. Yeah, you're fine being grey. It's all good. I mean, get Bunny to buy you one, but send you PayPal money so you can buy. Sorry, Bunny. The pound stronger than would be dollars, so that would be a conversion. No, Jody. No, this is where it gets confusing. It's literally $4.99 for you. $4.99 no matter what. For them, it's whatever it is. Um, I would have worked it out the same as well, Emma. Yeah, I don't understand. How's it only $3? He needs to put his finger out. See, Bunny, you got Eris here without membership, Bunny. Come on, pay cash up her some money. Come on. Um, I don't get it. I don't get how much it is in the US. I don't know how it works. I get punished for the transactions. Yeah, but they will convert it to price. So you got a set price. So if I were to buy David's, it's $2.99. That's how much I pay. Um, okay, it's $4.99 US. Fine. So there we are. It's $4.99 US. So they pay exactly the same. So if you're from the US, it costs you less then. So is that four? So no. Right. Let me try and explain. Okay, you're not thick, Jody. You're not thick at all. You are. So when the 4.99, they take 20% off in the UK. They take that off. You don't pay any taxes in the UK. They take it off, and then I get. YouTube takes 30%. Apple takes 10%, and then I get it. In the US, your taxes, whatever, then YouTube takes 30%, Google or Apple take 10%, and then the exchange rate takes whatever, 10, 15%, then I get the rest. Oh, you idiot. Well, this isn't 2.99, you idiot. Okay. How old is your little one? Mine's 4.99. So your TV experience $4.99. That's with taxes, I predict then. So then from that, yeah, I know, Jody, thick or thick. It's just paper. Yeah, but then you don't get access to the memberships and stuff like that. That's why I encourage people to send me PayPal instead of Super Chat. But memberships, I can't do membership onlys and stuff then. So it's PayPal's the best way, but it doesn't work, you see, for anything else. Yes. Oh, they do. I literally from every super chat, I get about 30, between 30 and 35% of it. So if you send $10, I get about $3 to $3.50 of that. Ridiculous. It is including my payment. Yes. Yeah, it can get messy. 12, 11, 8. You mean the one I was doing homework with? Was the others one you would do? Nice. Right. Sorry. So we try to work it out. It is all a con. YouTube is a con, but what can you do? PayPal's you get to keep 99.2% of it or something after everything. But yeah.
Not like a robot where I proceed to this point, I must say this. You're still processing maybe what you're seeing.
Um, You're familiar with the term high-risk traffic stop?
Yes.
That is one that involves guns, right?
We'd call it a felony stop, yes.
Multiple officers would be involved.
Yes.
It would be against the best practice to go and make a possible encounter with a high-risk vehicle alone.
I'm sorry for stopping all the time, but Daddy's here. Daddy's here. Daddy Dave is here. So yeah. So Dave Umberger is injured. He's just had surgery, so get better soon. And our daddy, Aaron Rodgers, out for the season, Achilles tendon ripped. So both daddies out. So Dave, lovely to see you, my friend. But yeah, gutted for him. Gutted for Aaron. 4 snaps, he's out. And also, Green Bay must be fuming because they only get a second rounder now instead of a first rounder next year. Yeah, I only get so um so my preference always is PayPal, gift memberships, and then the whatever you call them, uh s- super chats. Because on PayPal you can still write stuff and I'll read it out. Do you know what I mean? And I can message you back on that and I'll always stop it and give everyone a shout out. Super chats, yeah, you get about 30-35%. Roughly. It depends on the exchange rates and stuff it does, and depends where from what you send it. But Apple and Google take 10% and YouTube take 30. Um, so yeah, it's a pain. Um, and that's why I say PayPal because I get to keep 99.2% of it or whatever it is. And memberships, it just means that it's great because from gifting a membership, you might get them to buy or like Terry today, I bought her a membership and she then gifted 3 memberships. Like I didn't expect her to do that, but she did. So pass it on. Do you know what I mean? That's great. And then super chats are the biggest cons ever. But people love them because obviously you get a shout out. But with me, you get a shout out whatever. Um, but yeah, it is tough. HOG's mine is 8 and is hoping he doesn't get that homework from home. Hey Dave, obviously, he's been ill and he's having surgery, so he's supposed to be in bed. Shock. Yeah, I know, but second round's better than nothing. I know, but still, I hope he comes back next season, and we wonder how they get. Absolutely, absolutely, Emma. Haha, that's nice though. It's good. It's handy to know though. Buffalo's terrible, so Zach Wilson. Here we go. Dave's off for one. Dave's off. Green Bay look good. I know I told you that. Green Bay look good. Hey Dave. To my boy then he likes yeah, I like the fact that they like that. That's good. Right, let's
Having you know this year.
No, not
hobble
if
that one,
you just stumble
crutches.
across something. You got to take action. I mean, if you think there's a felony in progress, if you can safely make that time to get other officers there, then and to tactically approach a vehicle, then of course that would be something you can do if you have that time.
Sure. I think the operative term there is used would be, there's a difference between you stumbled upon something versus you have some opportunity to observe it and then perhaps call for dispatch or make it.
What I'm saying is if you're driving up and all of a sudden it's dark and you're seeing like, oh, that vehicle looks familiar. So now you're into investigation mode, kind of like, what, I don't know what it was.
And you would agree with me that there's no possible way that when Officer Raynor was driving on Kingston Avenue, that he saw Othal Wallace in the parking lot behind Kingston Avenue?
I couldn't say what?
You can't say that when Jason Raynor was driving on Kingston Avenue on June 23rd, 2021, that he saw Mr. Wallace's vehicle from Kingston Avenue.
I don't know when he saw, like where it was parked and if that was where he was on Kingston, no, you wouldn't probably see it. You couldn't see it. It's all blocked off.
So
But if I can't say that he didn't see the car pull in, that's what I'm saying.
Do you have any information that would suggest that Officer Raynor saw the car pull in?
No, but that's what I'm explaining.
You would agree with me that there was no 911 call placed by any member of the community complaining of anything that Othal Wallace did on June 23rd, 2021?
I don't believe there was any calls.
There was no 911 call by any person in Daytona Beach complaining of criminal activity or suspicious activity at one.
Your Honor, I'm going to object that he might be outside the scope of his knowledge. Any call at any time that night, that community.
I'm not aware of the background and who knew the defendant and who didn't. I can just say that night when it all happened, I don't recall, and I don't remember seeing one that there was a call there for that.
Do you believe that the Daytona Beach Police Department did a full and thorough investigation into the shooting of Jason Raynor?
I do.
Your Honor, objection.
And in connection with that full and thorough investigation, you would agree with me that the basis of the encounter is a central role to everything that we're talking about here.
basis of the
Yeah,
encounter.
why Raynor went back there, right? Is that an important issue? Why Raynor went back there?
It's part of the issue, yes.
And just so we're clear, there's no 911 call complaining of Othal. There's no 911 call complaining of anything at Kingston Avenue, right?
No, but there have been plenty of complaints in that area.
Can you point to a specific call that took place on June 23rd, 2021, to which Jason Raynor was responding to that led him to the back parking lot?
No, I don't know why he was back there at that moment.
There wasn't, you're not familiar with any citizen flagging Officer Raynor down and telling him to go back and make contact with Othal Wallace?
I'm not aware of that.
You're not familiar with any facts that would give Jason Raynor probable cause to detain Othal
I'm
Wallace?
going to object to the same.
May we approach? Were you familiar with the existence of this, be on the lookout for the stolen vehicle prior to the situation with Officer Raynor?
I was aware of the vehicle, yes.
And you would agree with me that there are distinguishing characteristics between the issue, the vehicle issue in the Bolo and the vehicle that Othal Wallace was driving?
I don't know the differences. There's so many new cars and they're similar in so many ways. So I could easily get them mixed up. I know they end up being two different vehicles. I don't know how similar they are.
And you would agree with me that the best practice would be for an officer to use as many of the powers of operation as possible to discern between whether a car that was going to be approached was the Bolo vehicle or was not the Bolo vehicle?
If you're just making contact to see what you may have, I mean, the vehicle was backed in. I believe that's the major difference between the vehicles versus what the front of the vehicle is.
And is it your testimony that the vehicle being backed in made it absolutely impossible to distinguish between the Bolo vehicle and the vehicle that Othal Wallace?
I don't know if you could say impossible. Like I said, I don't know the vehicles well enough, and I don't know.
Are you familiar with any person within the Daytona Beach Police Department that investigated the reason for Raynor going and making contact with Othal Wallace?
I don't know all the details of the investigation.
You mentioned before that when you came up on scene, you made contact with some officers that had been the first responders, right?
Yes,
One of those officers was Amanda Dickens.
yes.
You agree with me that Amanda Dickens at no point in time told you, hey, Raynor just said he was going to look for that fresh signal net.
I don't know what she testified to or if that's what he said to her.
I'm sorry if you misunderstood my question. My question is, let me back up. Do you have a recollection of when you first got into the parking lot on June 23rd, 2021?
When she was there, she was tending to her friend that was been shot. So no, we didn't discuss anything about the vehicle.
So before, when Mr. Larissa was asking you questions, I believe you testified something about you had contact with the officers and they gave you information, right?
They were trying to get information from him,
And you asked Amanda Dickens what information that she had pertinent to the situation.
not directly to her. No, I was on scene.
Would it be unreasonable for a law enforcement officer possessing information about their fallen colleague to relay that to somebody like yourself in this situation?
You're talking about reasonable when her friend and zone partner was had just been shot in the ground and was in the shape that he was in. I don't know what we consider reasonable of what her response would be about anything.
I think that's fair. Are you trained as a law enforcement officer to deal with high stress situations?
We use simulations and stuff to try to recreate them, but it's not the same.
So do you think, is there a lesser standard that an officer is held to if they're in a stressful situation as opposed to a non-stressful situation?
That's just plain human nature and how your brain works. You have fight, flight, or freeze, and some of your forebrain can start to take over in some of these situations, to where once you calm down, you can think clearly again.
But we can be in agreement that Amanda Dickens never told you anything about this Jason Raynor going to look for a stolen vehicle.
I don't recall that conversation there.
Are you familiar with any subsequent report that Amanda Dickens drafted memorializing that statement?
I don't.
And you sent out the photographs, came from the Axon, and then you didn't have any other further involvement?
Not that I recall, no.
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Any investigation is stated.
We're subject to recall.
Yes, Sean. That's what Sean does, Jody. So you could teach him.
Sergeant James Moore.
Give me the toilet.
Yes.
Was he your attorney?
I think he was, yes.
So there is an hour, about an hour and a half left. They could teach each other, yes. There we are.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Would you please take a moment and introduce yourself to the folks here before?
My name is Sergeant James Maher, M-A-H-E-R.
And where you work?
I work for the City of Daytona Beach Police Department.
How long you been with Daytona Beach PD?
14 years since 2000.
Did you have any prior law enforcement experience?
No, sir.
So your entire career has been with Daytona Beach PD?
Correct.
Any military experience?
Yes, I was in the U.S. Army.
How long were you in the Army?
3 years.
Walk us through, educate us about the different roles you've had, from when you started to where you are now with Daytona Beach Police.
So initially when I started, I was a patrol officer. I ended up on a bicycle unit, which is a proactive unit on bicycle. I went from there to the crime suppression team, which is commonly referred to as like a street crimes type unit, prostitution, narcotics. From there, I transitioned to the investigation side. I was a property crimes detective and worked my way up to homicide. I was a homicide detective. I worked for the higher level narcotics unit after the special investigations unit, and a violent criminal apprehension team. Which
Thanks,
is
Sarah.
a fugitive
I
unit and CST
forgot.
type unit. For a short period of time, I was cross-sworn as a
No, it's
U.S.
fine.
Marshal during
It's
the
fine.
fugitive side of it. And pretty much the entire time, not quite all 14 years, I think it's 12 years now, I've also been on SWAT.
Perfect.
SWAT is Special Weapons and Tactics. It's a unit designed to handle high-risk situations, whether the search warrant deemed high risk, not all search warrants, barricaded subjects, hostage situations, things of that nature.
All
You
good.
mentioned CST or crime suppression.
I did, sir.
What is the purpose of that?
The crime suppression team's purpose is within its name to suppress crime. It's a proactive unit that utilizes crime statistics.
Oh,
typically
don't
from
worry,
CompStat,
Sarah. It's
which is
fine.
a meeting that we have weekly to identify
Thank
crime
you,
trends and try
Sarah.
to curb the trend.
Okay. Kind of keeping an eye on the community and where crime's happening.
I have.
And
Thank
so
you,
that
Sarah.
can allocate resources to those areas that need it because of the crime occurred.
Correct. That would be the idea of CompStat.
Were you a patrol sergeant?
I was after. At some point, I was promoted to sergeant. I went back to patrol for 6 months, and then sergeant of crime suppression team, and then sergeant of violent criminal apprehension team.
How long have you been a sergeant?
4 years. I've been a sergeant for 4 years now.
Okay, and part of your duties as a sergeant, you train other officers?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the proactive policing model?
Yes.
What is that?
Proactive policing means engaging in policing, looking for crimes that are occurring, keeping them from occurring, instead of the reactive side of it, which would be more like a fire department, if you will, wait for a call, then respond.
So you're not out there waiting for somebody to flag you down and say, hey, we need you.
No. No, not on VCAT or CST.
Okay, so to talk about CompStat a little bit more, you said you look at crime trends. Can you be a little bit more specific about what y'all do?
So as far as CompStat goes, it's a bi-weekly meeting, but also weekly is a staff meeting. It's pretty much the same thing. We'll go over that period of time, whether it's that 1 week or that 2 week period of all crimes that occurred within the city. It's for accountability purposes as well. All the command staff is there from the chief down, including the district captains. And so that everybody's on the same page, everybody understands where these crime trends may be. And then each unit is held accountable, whether it's the criminal investigation division on where they are on a certain crime that occurred, VCAT, what we're doing to curve the trend, or patrol to step up patrols in the area.
Were you working tonight with Officer Raynor?
It was.
In what capacity? What were you doing?
I was the crime suppression team sergeant.
Okay. Did you have any contact with Officer Raynor?
No, not that night, no.
But you were on the same shift?
No, so I wasn't on the same shift. I was working the same night. Patrol works different shifts than crime suppression. That was a completely different unit.
Okay. What area were you working?
That night I was what's called District 1. So Daytona is broken as far as law enforcement goes into two separate districts, East District 2 and West District 1. There's railroad tracks that run north and south through the city. I was working west in District 1. Jason was working east in District 2.
I want to talk to you a little bit about earlier in the evening before Officer Raynor was shot. Were you aware of a bolo about a stolen vehicle on CL?
Yes, I was.
And how did you become aware of it?
Through a bolo that was issued through city email.
Okay. And at some point before Officer Raynor was shot, did you actually spot what you believe might be there?
Yes, I did.
Where were
West International Speedway Boulevard.
you? Okay. And so what did you do?
So the vehicle was slightly ahead of us. It was a silver Honda. I knew that there was a silver Honda SUV stolen with a paper tag. Positioned my vehicle to the point where I could see the rear tag. It was not the tag. It was a California tag. So I didn't do anything. It wasn't a stolen car.
And that Volvo had the tag number, didn't it?
John,
It did.
And so you were able to actually see the tag and determine it wasn't stolen vehicle, right?
Correct.
So what did you do then?
I don't remember
Did you patrol or work?
nothing with that vehicle.
Okay. So did there come a time when you became aware that there might be some concern for Officer Jason?
Yes.
And talk about that a little.
So as I spoke about before, Daytona is broken into two different districts. It's also two separate radio channels, primary radio.
good
channels.
news, Jonathan. Good news.
They patch the channels together, which usually means something is happening. I also have a secondary radio that I use that talks around just my unit, so we're not tying up primary police channels. My unit started scrambling and headed towards that area, and I still hadn't been 100% sure what happened. I went to the area. I saw a patrol officer on a perimeter somewhere in the area of Madison and Ridgewood, and I asked him, "What are we working?" And that's when he told me there was an officer down, officer shot.
Okay, so at that point, what was going through your mind? What did you do?
Going back, I mean, at that point, all I was thinking is, let's secure this perimeter. Let's make sure that we get dogs on the ground, the people inside, give us our best chance possible to catch this person without anybody else getting hurt.
Okay, and so, is that what you did?
Yes.
Okay. Did you, at that night, were you involved later, involving another Honda CRV?
Yeah, so
Honda vehicle?
correct. I don't know if it was a CRV or HR. Later on, as information began to come out, the bolo was given for a silver Honda SUV. I started looking for a silver Honda SUV for the person that shot Jason, and I found a silver Honda SUV backed into a driveway with the lights on. As soon as I saw the vehicle began revving its engine, and somebody came running from the inside of the house where it was backed into and yelling, and I don't remember exactly what they were saying, but something along the lines of "my babies." And the vehicle then took off past my police vehicle, which was marked, and I engaged the attempt to traffic stop the vehicle. I ended up in a pursuit, believing it was the vehicle that had been involved last year.
So at this point, you think you might have the suspect who shot Officer Jason, right?
At that point, I was convinced. Yeah.
Yes. Based on the description or based on the photograph that you had?
No, I didn't have a photograph. There was a bolo given over the radio. I didn't actually have a photograph.
So you were going by the description?
Correct.
Okay. Did you make contact? What happened? Give us through what happened with this vehicle. Did it stop eventually?
Not willingly, but it stopped. It stopped eventually. It ended up in a police pursuit. I immediately notified all surrounding law enforcement that I thought I had found the Honda. It was fleeing from me, that I was pursuing him. We fled through what we call 45 zone at Daytona Beach, which is the northern end of Daytona Beach, through a lot of residential back roads at a lot of high rates of speed. Eventually, we started working our way towards an area of Nova Road, which is more commercial and businesses area. The vehicle slowed down to turn into a Checkers or restaurant parking lot. I hit the vehicle from behind, disabling the vehicle. Occupants of the vehicle began running. We captured them, and it then was determined this was actually the stolen car that I was thinking about earlier, not the shooting vehicle.
Now, you had mentioned that you worked with the crime suppression team, you're the sergeant, CSD, and also worked with SWAT.
Correct.
Are you involved in training your officers as well?
I am.
Okay. And what's your goal in training the officers?
To accomplish our job in the most professional and safe way possible.
And what is your job?
Our job at the end of the day is to make sure that Daytona Beach is safe.
Were you familiar with 133 Kingston in that area?
Yes, the 100 block of Kingston I'm familiar with.
Okay. And what is that?
So Kingston, since I told you about 45 zone, this is 41 zone. This is also on the north end of the city by Ridgewood, towards the river. This is a high crime, high narcotics, high prostitution area. An area I was definitely and still am familiar with almost daily.
Okay. And when you're faced with a high crime, high drug area, how does proactive policing come involved in it?
So especially in high crime areas, the proactive end is what tries to return quality of life to an area that's having an issue. Proactive policing is it's such a broad term.
How do you employ it in your duties with your fellow officers at the Daytona Beach?
So as far as proactivity goes, if I'm trying to curb an issue, a broad issue, one of my favorites is accuracy by saturation or saturation method, which is when I bring my unit to a specific area with an issue and we enforce every violation they can find, whether it's tint violation, a stop bar violation, a speeding violation, whatever it may be. We find that, in my opinion, it's like 5% of the population causes 99% of the crime. So if we do 100 traffic stops, we meet, and this is again my numbers, my opinion, we meet 95 individuals who are good law-abiding citizens. We create contacts, we put lights in the area to deter any crime, and then we have that 5 or 10 that are up to criminal activity that we are able to engage at that point.
Yeah, yes. Permission to approach, Your Honor. Your Honor, I've got what I believe to be state zeal for identification purposes. This is a composite exhibit. It'll take a moment. You recognize it?
I do.
How do you recognize it?
So this is the vehicle that I pursued. This is the stolen vehicle that I pursued, believing that it might have been the shooting vehicle.
Okay, that was kind of at the end of the evening, after you had seen a vehicle that you thought was a stolen vehicle and it wasn't. And then this time you saw a vehicle you thought was the shooter's vehicle, but it was actually the stolen vehicle. I don't know, did I get it right? Is that right?
I'm sure you did. I'll just reiterate because initially in the daytime, I saw a silver, gray, whatever, Honda on Speedway Boulevard. I knew about a stolen one. I got behind it. It was a California tag, not a Florida paper tag. I left it alone because it wasn't a stolen vehicle. Jason was shot. Bolo was issued for a silver gray Honda. I found a silver gray Honda, fled from me, chased it. It was the stolen car. This is the stolen car.
Are these fair and accurate representations of that vehicle?
Yes.
Your Honor, without
Any objection? Yeah, Your Honor. Without objection, it will be admitted as evidence.
And Your Honor, I'm like Sergeant, I think it's a help. We're going to put them on, with your permission, publish it to the jury.
Okay.
Yeah, this was at the, what did you call it, the checkers or something?
Yeah, so this is at the checkers where the vehicle became disabled.
Okay. Yes, we'll do that now. You need to.
Okay. What's going on?
Good afternoon, sir.
So you knew Jason Raynor very well, is that right?
Yeah, I knew him pretty well.
On the day of June 23rd, you did not see him there.
No, not that I remember. I don't remember the last time I saw him.
You had no conversations with him that day.
No.
You have no idea why he went back behind 133 Kingston
No.
Avenue. You do start review of Mr. Raynor's practices as a patrol officer.
Fairly well. I think I was his sergeant for, back when I was on patrol, I was his sergeant for, I want to say less than 6 months, but 6 months is a good.
And would you classify Mr. Raynor as being proactive or proactive officer?
Yes, Jason was correct.
I think what you wanted to do probably.
He did.
And then on the 23rd, you, the only thing you did was apprehend a stolen vehicle from previous.
So it wasn't the only thing I did all day long, but as far as what we were talking about, yes, that's what.
You searched around, but you didn't find any evidence.
I didn't find any evidence that night. I did help with the perimeter, go to a location south of.
Yeah, Coach, you have one of the photos from what was just going to be the evidence. That's 610. That's the photo of the car that you have.
Correct.
And then we have another one that was marked, that hasn't been put in evidence of identification for this is States and Kate.
Yes, sir.
Do you see any differences between those two?
Yes. So this is me assuming, because I wasn't here this photograph. I'm assuming this is the shooting also vehicle. This is the stolen car without the bumper.
And do you see a difference between the rear door, the door?
Yes.
Quite a bit different, isn't it?
So I remember it's called the tape. The one with California tag has no rear door handle, and the stolen car has a rear handle. The door.
And the area at 133 Kingston Ave is a high crime area?
Yes.
And you said that you'd like to go into saturation, which would pull a lot of people over for various reasons.
So saturation, really, the way I have 6 officers, I think there's 7 officers that work for me. We work in a small group. In other words, not necessarily, I'm not going to say we're going to go to Kingston, the 100 block Kingston, but we'll go to 41 zone, that general area, and do a lot of stops, a lot of interactions, lots of lights in the area. That way we're there if somebody needs backup, but also it disperses any potential crime.
So you're out making contact. Look, most of that saturation, are you pulling people over, you're making contact with people? Is there a lot of just going up and saying, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? Oh, yeah.
So consensual encounters happen. Yeah, absolutely. I would, most of the time, it really depends. I mean, it really depends. I wish I could give you an answer on statistics, but it really depends on the situation, whether we're making consensual contact or, this is a traffic stop with reasonable suspicion.
Well, can you explain what a consensual encounter is?
Yeah, absolutely. So consensual, as a law enforcement officer,
Your Honor, be honest.
So you made what you just determined, what you just called consensual encounter.
yes.
Right. And what's the, if it's not a consensual encounter, you pull somebody over for probable cause of reasons.
Correct.
And when you pull somebody over for one of those reasons, probable cause of reasons, suspicion, you have your lights on. Right?
Yes, to activate the stop.
Yes, you have to. But in your words, is a consensual stop. You just come up and make a
So anytime it's consensual, I even teach my officers purposely not to block the person and not turn the lights on. It's consensual.
And have you been in the location of 132 Kingston Avenue, from June 20th around the time?
I don't know that I was in that exact parking lot, but that general area, yeah, absolutely.
What's going on?
After the night of the stolen vehicle, did that end your involvement in this case?
As far as the investigation, I was not part of the investigation. I did travel to Georgia, but I wasn't part of the investigation.
You went to Georgia, you were there for the apprehension of Mr. Wallace.
Objection, Your Honor, outside the scope.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Yeah, when you went to Georgia, were you there when Mr. Wallace was at?
So I was there, I was present, I wasn't on the compound, I was just outside of the compound.
At some point, did you and Liz Officer Cassidy, you contacted Mr. Wallace?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Subject to subject to.
Okay, let's call Mary Toledo.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Jello shots, yeah, nice. Yeah, I can stand that, Lou. I can stand that. Could definitely understand that.
I do.
Ah,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi.
Hi, can you please introduce yourself and Zuri from the Southern United States Paper Press?
My name is Mary Toledo. Last name's Tees and Tom, Alluto.
Are you working
No
in the
chance.
Police Department anymore?
Currently, no.
Retired?
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell us how long you worked in the Daytona Police Department?
22 years.
don't worry about that one, Sarah P. No chance.
I started off in patrol. I moved to the bicycle unit for about 12 years. I was also on motors, crime scene, and I finished my career as a detective.
Was that a detective in the major crime unit or about the outside?
As general,
Let me bring your attention now. Were you still working at the Daytona Beach Police Department on June 23rd, 2021?
I was.
What capacity did you work on that day?
Shut up, you got it.
Actually, I was at home and I got called out.
What was your
Thanks,
job
Sarah.
assignment during that time?
Oh, I was in general CID.
Shadow detective, right?
Correct.
And what CID stand for?
Criminal Investigation Division.
What happened? Were you like on call or why did you get called that night?
I got called. Well, I got called by one of the supervisors that an incident took place and that they needed some assistance.
How long did it take you to get from your residence to, I guess, you know, where you went to?
Yeah, to Kingston.
How long do you think it would take you to get dressed?
I probably was there within 30 minutes, not less.
When you arrived, you heard a lot of testimony. What did you observe about the scene?
When I got to the scene, Officer Raynor had already left. At that point, the scene had been roped off. And I had made contact with my supervisor at the time to find out, I kind of got just a basic call, just get dressed and get here.
So that's interesting. So pubes are fine, ginger pubes are fine. Just the hair and the beard. No. Pubes, fine. On your arms, stuff, fine. Oh, it's weird. I thought you'd be like, no pubes, nothing. I'm not fussy about colour. Just
Kind of thing, and I'll
Let's
tell you
go.
what's going on when you get here. So when I got there, I spoke with the supervisor. He said that, an officer had been shot, and we were still working on trying to identify the suspect.
When you say the scene was roped off, what does that mean?
I don't
It's
mind. I
taped
like
off
gingers.
and basically under Daytona Beach's control, the area, so that nobody can just freely walk in.
Fiery.
If you that.
Gingers are fiery.
Correct.
Ginger women, especially. Watch out. The
Um,
gingers are about. I love it.
basically do another canvas of the apartment complex. Make sure that we didn't miss anybody that may have seen something. Make sure that anybody that could have seen something, whether it be important or not important, that we spoke to them.
So I understand what this means.
Lou was saying she doesn't like ginger beards or ginger hair on men, but she doesn't mind ginger pubes. or ginger hair on the rest of the body. No, that's too much ginger and too much very fiery. Especially the women. The men aren't. I'm not sure. Well, maybe the men are. But I love it. I love it.
Canvas is going to be just knocking on doors in the area and just saying, hey, this is who I am. This is what has happened. This is the time frame that it happened. Did you see anything before, after, during? Just going right down the list of anything in that immediate area, talking to anybody there.
Were you assigned to do that at 133 Kingston?
Ah,
I was.
interesting.
Did you make contact with Department of Aid with Lewis?
I did.
How many contact with you got conversation with her?
I did.
In the course of your conversation, were you provided any information by her that led you to bring a photograph?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What name did she use?
She gave the name Othal Wallace.
What did you do at that point? Did you bring a photograph?
I did.
Did you show her that photograph?
I did.
Based on your, police
True
skills,
story.
your skills, and while you're talking to this Lewis over during that time, did there become more information provided from the police with a picture of the individual who was involved with this, shooting officer?
Yes.
Were you able to make a comparison and kind of put it together?
Yes.
While you were talking to this Lewis, at some point, did you see her get a text with a photograph of her phone?
Yes. A group text message was sent out. I believe the police department released a snapshot of the suspect from Officer Raynor's camera. They gave it to the apartment complex management, and the management company sent out a mass text to all the residents, basically saying, hey, this is the suspect of the incident tonight. Does anybody recognize him?
What was her reaction in front of you when you saw her do photograph?
She looked down at her phone and said, oh my God, that's my boyfriend.
Did you relay the information about Othal Wallace being the suspect that made it to the detectives?
Yes, I called Sergeant Karcher and Detective Denardi.
Mhm.
Yes, you can really show. Yes, sir, she's from out of town.
Jesus. Hey, Lou, you've missed out on some good streaming today. I've been, we've been putting matchmaking people. So Jody now and Twisted Bunny got tight. Got them tight now. They're now messaging each other. This is like a dating program. This is. No, thank you needed. I even impressed Sarah P with it. I never impressed Sarah P, so let's go. See, hey, Unicorn, I can't sort myself out, but I can sort other people out. Not a problem. I'm sorry I'm missing out. I've been working lolly. Yeah, that's fine. Work comes first for you. I mean, this is my work, so I'm basically having fun in work, So I get you. I got you. I just want a invite to the wedding, Jody. Right, Twisted Bunny. I hope the other hand's not like, you know what I mean, sir. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Jeez, my hands are here, so dirty boy, innit? Dirty boy, innit? Oh, they're still talking. I just found the most racist meme ever. Jonathan, you're so weird. Well, right in here. I have no idea why you look at memes. Well, watch for your screenshot because
Yes, ma'am.
Are you received?
Good afternoon.
You please state your entire name and spell it before.
Monica Lee, Monica. Last name Lee.
And are you
oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Oh, the sexual nature. I mean, yeah, I love the
I'm an
sexual
officer.
ones.
where you
Oh.
live, where are you law enforcement officer?
Daytona Beach Police Department.
How long have you been there?
17 years.
Any experience at other agencies or all of these?
All at Daytona Beach.
And what's your current assignment?
I'm in the training unit as the Axon administrator.
And what is the, tell the story of what training unit is?
We train in-house and new recruits on.
Okay,
showing
this
the
is
ropes
what
of the
Sean
gun,
was on about.
Firearms,
He's
defensive
nice.
tactics, OC, EVOC.
I think she's older.
Yes, so
She tries to look young, but I think she's quite old. Monica Lee, officer. I think she's probably in her mid-40s. Yeah, you got it. Okay. So we'll get Sarah get trigger warning ready. She's the best at that. Thank you, Sarah, for that. She's obviously very good looking, but I don't know. It just seems that she's like, I don't know, maybe she's younger. Maybe she's like 30s or something. I don't know. Yeah, definitely mid-30s. I don't know, maybe I'm aging her too much. I think I'm aging her a little bit too much, maybe. Around my age, I think. Yeah, that's right, 40-ish. Between 38 and 42. She's foxy, she's experienced, she knows what she's doing. I think, Jody, you're like, oh, I would never guess a woman's age. Jody, you look young in there. I think you're mid-20s.
the pepper
Right.
spray and
Careful.
I think you said, so we'll go with that.
If they show it, it's gonna be disgusting what they show. So just be careful, you guys.
Yes, sir.
In regards to the firearms training, does it include that properly drawing?
Yes,
I know, John.
I did.
Please tell the jury what is the thing about?
It's a thicker leather belt where we keep all our gear, all of our equipment on that belt.
And when every officer on duty, uniform officer, patrol car has on duty, that
Yes.
what types of things to,
Firearm, OC, taser, handcuffs, pouch for medical gloves, defense gloves, handcuffs, a radio, an mask.
You will see now, John.
does an officer train, when you're training them about, drawing a weapon? Is that all part of your duty belt training?
Yes, it's part of firearms training.
No way older, Jody.
About 12 years.
Along with the duty belt, you also bring up the dummy firearm.
I did
What do y'all use the dummy firearm for?
to practice drawing the gun.
From the holster?
Yes, and for scenarios. So if we do scenarios, We use the blue guns instead of live guns, just so that our scenarios are like in a safer environment.
Is the blue gun in terms of its dimensions meant to mimic an actual firearm?
Yes.
And you wouldn't do stuff like this with you?
Yes, sir, I did. Not yet.
I'm 41 and everyone thinks I'm younger than 41. Which is quite good for me if people think I'm younger than 41.
Yes, so this is not one.
So just first point out the holster difference.
So this is the holster we use. It's we call it a triple detention holster.
Why do you call it a triple retention holster?
It's 3 steps here.
Can you take us through those steps and start with the very first step?
Yeah, I know. Most people do think I'm younger.
Push down on the button, and then you have to remove the hood, and then there's another button here. You have to push down on that button to remove it out.
Show us just the first step. What's the very first step?
The button, push down.
And the second step?
The hood,
And the third step?
another button.
Before the firearm can be opened.
Correct.
Thank you.
Well, I'm 80. I look like 60, so it's a bonus, isn't it?
Now we're talking about one of your other job responsibilities. You said Axon administrator.
Yes.
What is Axon administrator?
So I oversee all the Axon body cameras in the department.
Talk about those cameras a little bit. Who's assigned Axon video?
Oh, good question. I don't know.
All sworn members.
I'll check.
Yeah, we already talked about duty belt, but duty belt patrol and patrol officer in a one car having Axon.
Yes.
And where do officers typically wear those Axon?
On their person, preferably on their chest. All patrol guys wear them on their chest.
How are the cameras maintained or protected up to date with current software?
So every time they dock their cameras, it's updated automatically with the current firmware.
And if you have a technical problem, the camera's not functioning, you guys send it back to the Axon company.
We do.
You're not going into a tool trying to repair things.
Never.
You said they did an update to the software, but that also got a charge.
Yes.
And how long does the charge typically last on that?
An entire shift, so it'll last 12 hours.
So is that also the kind of recording capacity to record up to 12 hours straight?
Yes.
Do the Axon cameras and videos accurately record the date and time?
Yes.
When an officer is responding to a call, how is the camera, how would an officer activate?
You would have to double press the circle button in the front of the camera.
Did you bring an Axon camera with you as well to demonstrate this?
I did.
Or you should sit down and show the jury the Axon camera.
Yeah, I got it.
My camera never lies, Bucks Fizz. That's what was number one when I was born. My camera never lies from Bucks Fizz.
What are we looking at here? Is there anywhere on that camera that screen an officer can look at video footage or anything like that? Where is?
Here we are. Shut up your face.
So officer would be wearing it is the center of his chest or chest. And where is the activation button? Does an officer have to press it 1 time, 2 times to activate it? 2 times to activate, so double tap.
Yeah. Everybody.
Events other than the double tap by the officer would call us, or the officer acts on the automatically.
Yes.
One of those called a signal sidearm.
Yes.
What is that? What does that mean, signal sidearm?
It's a device that's mounted onto our holsters.
What is the purpose of that device that's mounted on it?
So when you draw your gun, it'll activate your own camera and other cameras around you.
So if you were on duty, hypothetically, and your body camera wasn't recording,
Mhm.
you fire out the holster, you would start recording.
Yes.
And if I was on duty with you and I was standing, say, this far away, would my body camera also activate?
Yes.
And when an officer activates the camera, go back to just the double tap. When an officer double taps that camera to go on, does the camera actually record video before the double tap?
Yes.
Can you tell us on that, Jerry, what that is?
So it's a 30-second pre-event buffer where it records visually and audio.
So again, going back to our example, with single sign on, we also go back 30 seconds there.
No, it would not.
Okay, let's say we double tap. So you and I are on patrol, and I double tap my Axon camera, actually go
Sorry.
back.
I'm going to retract that. It would do the buffer.
Okay, it would be.
Yes.
So in the example of you drawing your firearms, the camera goes on.
Yes.
It would have 30 seconds prior to you drawing the fire.
Yes.
But it also works that way with the double tap.
Yes.
Now, is that sometimes that 30 seconds, sort of 30 seconds back in time, is that sometimes affected by something called sleep mode?
Yes.
What is sleep mode? Why do you have it?
So sleep mode is when we put our cameras into, it will not automatically activate with the signal sidearm or anything else. So you would actually have to manually activate your camera with your hand in order for your camera to activate on sleep mode. We have sleep mode in case officers are in the locker room or going to the bathroom or taking a private phone call, and then their cameras won't automatically activate on them while they're having privacy.
And go back to our example of us being completely together. If I have the camera attached to my chest, but it's on sleep mode, and I double tap to turn the camera on, will it give me those 30 seconds before?
No.
And is that because of the sleep mode?
Yes.
I'm going to get a little ahead of myself. Was Officer Raynor's camera activated on June 23rd, 2021? Was his camera on sleep mode?
Yes.
Why though?
When an officer finishes the officer finishes the shift, what do they do with the camera at the end of the shift?
They upload their videos
And how do they do that?
either with an Axon cord or the docking station.
So same docking station where it charges?
Yes.
The same docking station also where it's updated as well?
Yes.
And once they get off that camera, what happens to the video? The video that is.
It goes into evidence.com.
And do officers tag their videos?
Yes.
How do they tag?
They're tagged either on evidence.com or through their cell phone.
When I say tag, what does that mean?
It means putting a case number and a title to the video.
An officer, they say, yeah, no. Although they're actually video, they put the agency number on that screen stuff.
Correct.
After an officer uploads video, Dawson uploads, can they edit that video in any way?
That's funny though.
And do
That's still a
officers
bad one though. Do you know what I mean?
see their video before it's done through their own cell phone?
Yes.
How does that?
So it is through a Bluetooth connection with the body cam and the cell phone, and they can view it on their cell phone until they dock it. And then once it's docked, it's completely deleted out of the cell phone. So it's in evidence.com.
Okay, so once it's done, it's video is no longer there. It's only happens.
Correct.
And were you the Axon administrator back in June of 2021?
Yes.
To your knowledge, Officer Patrick Burleson equipped with an Axon camera, like the officer Raynor shot him.
Yes.
To your knowledge, were the contents of his Axon camera uploaded and tagged in relation to this case?
Yes.
Did that Axon camera accurately record Daytona?
Yes.
Were there any technical problems that you're aware of issues with Officer Burleson's camera on June 23rd?
No.
Did Officer Burleson's camera, have you reviewed the footage from Officer Burleson's camera?
Yes.
Did it capture his finding Officer Jason Raynor behind the
Yes.
Approach witness, Your Honor. Approaching the states and for identification and Nancy. Do you recognize that DVD?
I do.
How do you recognize that DVD?
It's got my initials on it.
Does it also have a date?
Yes.
Have you watched the content of that DVD?
Yes.
What does it contain?
It has Officer Erlinson's finding of Officer Raynor.
Is it a shortened version of Officer Burleson's body worn camera video?
Yes.
So it's minute and a half, 2 minutes long, something in that regard, does that sound right? And is this video, was on the CD consistent with the video that was uploaded by Officer Burleson to Axon.com?
Yes.
Now, this time I would say 10 is evidence, is the next number is it?
Objection.
Yeah, I object under proper, under all those testimony.
I will admit a second.
Just this time we'll move to publish, but now the evidence is still ahead.
Yeah.
So we have 10 seconds. That's correct.
Right, careful. Careful. Believe this is the video that we need to be careful about. So do not watch it if you don't. Just look away.
Where is he? 5 seconds until rescue code.
Yeah, trigger warning. Trigger warning.
Where is he? Second gunshot wound. Who shot him? Come on, buddy. Hey, it's gonna be all right. Yeah, officer down. He shot. Where's it at? Hold it, buddy. Hold it. Hey, just talk to me, man. Talk to me, Jeff. Where's the guy who shot? Who shot him? Just hold on. Second rescue code 3.
Oh my goodness.
Get something to hold pressure.
No.
He got my shirt. He got my shirt. He got my shirt. He got my shirt.
Okay, 10-3. Gunshot wound head of blood chest. Just keep talking to me, buddy. Just keep talking. Get rescue here now. You're gonna be all right, buddy.
There we are. Stop showing it.
And in that video, officer, did you actually see Officer Elton's firearm wrong?
Yes.
To your knowledge, Officer Raynor equipped the body worn camera when he shot on June 23rd, 2021.
Yes.
Were the contents of this camera uploaded and tagged in relation to his case number, or did he only use the case number?
Yes.
Was the actual camera also placed in the evidence?
Yes.
Did Officer Raynor's Axon camera accurately record the date and time of June 23rd, 2021?
Yes.
Were there any technical problems with Officer Raynor's camera on that issue?
No.
Before going to the actual video, I want to talk to you a little bit about Axon audit. What is an Axon audit?
An Axon audit lists all the events that occur when an officer utilizes their Axon camera.
Would that include, for example, if it was in Sigma?
Yes.
Is that in fact how you know the Officer Raynor's camera wasn't Sigma with that night?
Yes.
Is another one of those things that the Axon audit will capture the signal sidearm notification?
Yes.
It'll capture that regardless of whether it's a Sigma or not.
Yes.
After the recording of Officer Raynor's interaction with the defendant at 8:36 p.m., are there any signal sidearm notifications in his log?
Yes.
And what time is that signal sidearm notification is in Officer Raynor's log?
I would have to look at the exact time.
Do you have it with you?
Yes.
Refresh your recollection, take a look.
Yes.
That's do you see? Do you refresh your recollection? Ron?
It was at 8:54 and 47 seconds.
Between 8:50 and 36 seconds when the video starts in relation to this incident and that signal sidearm at 8:54:47, are there any other signal sidearms on the officer?
Between 8:50 and 8:54, no, sir.
Are there any notifications that the taser was drawn and charged on that officer?
No.
Is that something you ought to also capture?
Yes.
In preparation for your testimony in this case, did you take a closer look at the timing of Officer Erlinson's video in relation to that signal sidearm that's indicated on the audit from Jason Raynor's body worn camera?
Yes.
And what did you discover?
That it was about the same time.
So when we see Officer, when the jury sees Officer Erlinson draw his gun, running out to Officer Raynor, that's the signal sidearm we see in Officer Raynor's audit.
Yes.
Let me go back now and talk to you a little bit more about Officer Jason Raynor's body worn camera. Was his camera docked in the video uploaded?
Yes.
And that very night was that video disseminated to detectives and investigators immediately after y'all got it.
Yes.
And Bergeron? Showing now mark identification that states M as in Mary. Same questions, do you recognize that DVD?
Yes.
How do you recognize it?
My actions.
Is it a fair and accurate representation of the body worn camera video that was uploaded from the body worn camera?
Yes,
Your Honor, this time I move states M is in Mary and that is connection on the case.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Without objection, the bid is settled.
Your Honor, this time I move the published case 12.
How's it going? Do you live here?
Okay, trigger.
Do you live here?
Good morning.
Sit down, sit. Sir, can you sit down? I'll talk to you. Stop.
Come on now. Come on now. Don't do this.
Sit down.
Why you asking me, do I live here?
Do you live here? Yes or no?
What's going on though?
Charlie 77.
No, back up.
Stop. Stop, man.
What the? What the hell happened there?
In preparation for trial, we didn't close the trial date. You sent a copy of application of your Axon card to a running child with the Axon.
yes.
Your Honor, I'll
Further examination?
Excuse me, TVs.
Hello.
Stated that sleep mode is used for when you rescuing and lock the door and things like that.
Or on a private phone call.
What's the policy on putting that on sleep mode?
It's that, it's for the officer's privacy.
So, you were looking at your article earlier,
Yes.
could you, tell me, if you know the answer, why every time Officer Raynor gets done with a call, he puts his Axon camera on sleep?
I cannot speak for him.
Is that a violation of policy?
I don't know what he was doing.
Well, if you were to look at, if you look at item 160.
Yes,
And his recording stopped from the pressed it previously when he stopped recording at that point.
yes,
Recording stopped. And then we look at item 167, 848, at 4 p.m., sleep mode enabled, right? So we're in sleep mode at that time.
yes.
Let's go back to item 145, recording stopped. Is that correct? And that's at 828, 828 step.
Yes,
And then we go down and at 8:31 and 13 seconds, sleep mode enabled. And that would have been, I should say, item 152.
yes,
Let's look at item 129. Recording stopped due to button press. That's at 7:52. And then item 136, 7:53, sleep mode enabled. Does that count?
if he's making phone calls, I don't know what he's doing.
And when you, the nice thing, I guess, about enabling the sleep mode is it alleviates the 30-second buffer.
Yes.
So we don't have any idea what happened 30 seconds before Mr. Raynor enabled his recording at the 8:50 mark.
Yes.
So because he keeps putting it in sleep mode, we don't get to see that 30 seconds leading up to when it's recording. So we missed the 30 seconds of the video.
Yes.
And then you stated that the sidearm, does the sidearm activation start when you push the button, when you push the latch forward, or when you do the third part, or is it before you actually fire?
Could you repeat that, please?
So there's a three-step process to get the handgun out of the holster.
Yes.
So you stated that when you have a sidearm alarm, that it starts recording when you push the first button, when you do the second phase, which is move the latch forward, or is it the third phase when you hit the third phase, you hit that one, or is it when the gun actually comes out of the holster?
When the gun actually comes out of the holster.
And then as far as the taser actually, the taser alarm actually doesn't start or go off until you actually discharge the taser.
No.
When does it not?
When you turn it on, it activates the cameras.
When you turn it on, or when you take it out of the holster?
When you turn it on.
Well, the gun doesn't turn on until you take it out of the holster.
Correct.
But the taser turns on early?
The taser, when you turn the taser on, it activates the cameras.
So you have to have the taser out of the holster, turn it on, and then you
Yes.
So by moving the latch on the taser forward, that would not start the recording.
No.
Hmm. I'm a bit confused by this trial.
Authorized may set it up across, we don't know off the way it was dealing with anything that night.
Correct.
In terms of the signal sidearm notification, is that fairly sensitive, sensor in terms of notifications?
It can be.
Are there times where a rattle is caused, the signal sidearm will go off?
Yes.
By rattling, basically jostling the belt and holster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Possibly, I don't know.
Right, thank you. Anything across? Right, okay, what is the excuse state?
Subject to recall.
You still on this speak?
Subject to recall. Jesus, they squeeze it 4:45. They're squeezing in the witness in.
We have like a 10-minute witness show, so we can knock them out. That's okay? Yeah, I'm gonna work quickly. Not work for a minute, nah.
I use Surfshark, but it doesn't work on my laptop. It only works on my phone.
Forrest, Ryan Forrest, Officer Ryan Forrest.
Ryan something Forrest. Ba 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. It is legal. Do not worry. It's still legal for now anyway. Hello, pretty girl. Pretty women, blondies.
I do.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh,
Good afternoon.
ooh.
Introduce yourself to the jury, spell your last name.
Sergeant Ryan Forrest, Forrest.
Where do you work, sir?
Work in the city of Daytona.
How long have you been there?
I've been there since 2012, so 11 years.
I can take you back to
June 23rd, 2021. Where do you work tonight, sir?
Yes, sir.
What capacity?
At the time, I was a regular patrol officer. I was working on the west side fellowship.
Can you just explain to the folks where the west side would be?
The west side of Daytona Beach. Daytona Beach is split into two at the railroad tracks. So everything west of the railroad tracks is considered the west side. And I was working on the west side of that.
Would that have been the area, maybe restricted wise for folks around the 95 and the Bucky's might be?
Bucky's Tanker Outlet.
Okay. So in that area.
Mhm.
At some point, did you hear called on the radio?
Yes.
What did you do when you were called on the radio?
Sarah
So I had
is a
to be
legend.
in the area of the Tanker Outlet. I heard Central come across the radio and say that an officer was down. They didn't really have a lot of information at the time. So there was an officer down.
What did you do in relation to that?
I just kind of like listened to the radio a little bit more, and once confirmation that there was an officer down, units started responding down there. I went directly to the hospital instead of going to the scene. Generally, usually we do have shootings in Daytona. We send somebody to the hospital for security, family, to get a statement from the victim, notify the hospital that this is coming in, those type of.
When you arrived at the hospital, did you speak to the head nurse to find out what was going on?
I did speak to the charge nurse and told her that we had an officer down and coming in.
Did you stand by the hospital till Officer Raynor arrived?
Yep, after I told the charge nurse the ambulance actually had called in, I waited by the trauma doors for Officer Raynor.
Did you see Officer Raynor when you arrived?
Yes.
Were you present when the clothing from Officer Raynor was collected and was provided to you?
Yes, it was.
Yes. I'm going to show you what the mark as states K. You can have a look at these, sir. So you recognize them?
Yeah, got him well trained now.
Are these the clothing?
So fair play to her. I try to catch them, but I always fall asleep. I never catch them. Josie started doing it for the Zachariah one, and now Sarah's doing a cracking job. I know some people appreciate it, so I'll always appreciate Sarah for that.
Thank you, sir. Outside of them being on a in plastic on board, they should be the same or substantially the same condition. Anything changed or altered about that? This time just stating the same thing. Okay.
Bam, bam. Ba-da, ba-da, ba, bam, bam. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Now I'll show you what's in evidence or the 13. You can just for, is this Officer Raider's uniform, someone of yours, top of his uniform?
Yes, this would be the standard issue Class B uniform that is issued to all officers.
I'm showing you what would be the second part of the composite. This is, would be his pants and stuff.
Pants looks like a keeper and a shirt stay.
When you collected these items, sir, where did you take them?
I was requested to, I was handed the items at the hospital. I took them, they were placed in a brown paper bag. I had to bring them to the courthouse on Ridgewood Avenue for FDLE was responding to take them back.
Did you respond to the courthouse that was about there?
I did respond to the courthouse, yes.
Ultimately, and then folks don't really know where the courthouse is. That's the main courthouse for the north side of the county.
Yes.
When you arrived there, did you have anyone from Orange County there?
Initially, no. I had to go pick up, there was another piece of evidence I had to pick up. I did then respond over to the area where I met Deputy Cartagena from Orange County.
Did you provide him the, I guess, this uniform and also that subsequent item which is the hat?
Yes,
Take that FDLE on that?
I did.
Then did they transport that to you all?
Yes.
Was there a helicopter involved to try and expedite this?
Yes, there was a helicopter involved to get these items up to FDLE.
Yes. No further questions, Jeff.
Any cross-examination?
Officer, did you take any, not certainly understand what they are now, but did you take any photographs of either the pants or the uniform prior to very optimal, best practice would be to take photographs of the webcam.
It was already in the bag.
Okay, and that would have been this, bag right here?
That is correct.
And this is, so the submission was in the bag, and then this is for presentation purposes, right?
Yes.
Do you have any specific information about why Officer Raynor is unable to participate?
I'm not sure outside the scope of relevance.
There's a national copy.
Yes, there is.
Is that a standard issue? Not, you know anything about it?
It's not issued by the police department. However, we do carry knives for a multitude of things, general tools.
Nothing further on. Thank you.
No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and adjourn this time. We're gonna reconvene tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We might once again talk about the date with anybody. Or we don't want yourself. I have some tricks to do. Good. All right, see you tomorrow. 9 a.m.
All rise to the jury.
All rise for the jury. There we go. That ends that. Let me spin the camera. Let me spin it first. Whilst I've still got it here. So we definitely got present. We definitely got San Francisco 49ers jersey tomorrow for Sarah P and for Josie. Let me just get this one up now then. So that I can just spin it whilst I'm there and I'll go full screen then. Here we go. If it's a jersey, it'll move on. Okay, free membership. What's that? What's a corner like? Only 7. I don't know what you want. I don't know. Anyway, right. Before we go, I've given 2 out already, but I'll give 1 more out then. Right. Emma, no, I got 19 likes. Sorry, I got 20 likes, Emma. 20 likes. Oh, people dropping out. That means okay, fine. Yeah, you might need to refresh your page. There's 20 likes I got. But thank you anyway. Right, membership gifting, gift 1. Even though I gifted 2 already, we'll gift 1 more. Then we'll see who gets it. Right, I gifted it. Take this, stop there. You're so good. Alice Elliott, congratulations. Alice Elliott. No idea who Alice Elliott is. No idea. I don't think she's ever been on this channel. Alice, if you watch this and don't comment, congratulations. Please comment. Please join us. But yeah, as of now, I do not know who you are, Alice. Who the fuck is Alice? 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 Who the fuck is Alice? Yeah, I know I did it, but the wheel told me to do it, so I was like, I better do it. So congratulations, Alice Elliott. Whoever you are, please comment here. Please come and say hello to us. We are friendly. I do wish people would come in. I think we gifted about 50 memberships that don't know who anybody is. So anybody who's got a membership, please don't be shy. Please come and see us. I think we've got 99 memberships at the minute. So we're one off 100 memberships for this month so far, which is quite good. You know, it'd be nice to reach 100 points, but uh, all right. Sylvia, it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's my favorite trial. I think it's all right though. Um, bit samey. Um, I think it's gonna get more interesting once we see the defense of this because I mean, there's body camera, there's everything. Everything's on the side of the police and the prosecution here. So far anyway. So yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to see it. So I'm not gonna say I'm not, but I think there's a little bit of work to be done to see. Sounds real happy days. Well, see how much the defense. So we're gonna play tomorrow as well. So right, I need to go through. Oh, I could take these off now. We need to go through the itinerary now, don't we? We need to go through the itinerary for the week. So tomorrow, 2 o'clock UK time, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Time. We have oh, excuse me, Matthew Moore trial. We're gonna play about hour to couple of hours. So yeah, a couple of hours of that trial till about probably 4 o'clock UK, 10 o'clock um Eastern, no, 11 o'clock Eastern, whatever. We're just gonna, then we're gonna jump straight back into this trial for day two. So we're day behind, and then we'll play this through. We'll have a quick break. We'll play it through day two through like 1.25. Um, yeah, that's fine, Emma. That's fine. Um, it's got members only, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do with members only. I probably will keep it at 8 and work everything else around it. So do members only for an hour, 2 hours, and then come back to finish the trial. So it's gonna be a little bit mish, mitch match, mixed match tomorrow. Oh no, it's not tomorrow, is it? Jesus, no. I was thinking Thursday. So it will be on Thursday that we got whatever. So anyway, and we got a special guest. Hopefully, fingers crossed that he's still able to do it on Friday morning, where we go through the Massachusetts Karen Reed trial, um, and then we'll end this trial. We'll play this trial, and if there's no trials next week, we'll play the. Anyway, you don't need to know. And I've also got something lined up as well for Zachariah Anderson. We're going to do another session, another couple of hours live stream. I just need to confirm dates. I got a guest. I just need to confirm a date for it. So yeah. So what does Sarah? What am I getting a row for now? Thank you for being here today, everyone. So polite. Please join us again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern for more fun. Don't know if fully close tomorrow. I will be. I will be. Can you imagine if it spins a naked stream the night before Sarah P and Erin have to be on to do it? Can you imagine it? The wheels just, Sarah. The wheels just. You'd have to come on naked. Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking. Wouldn't do that to you. Smidge. That's the word, smidge. I know. Thierry, great job. Ugh. It's all good, Unicorn. So good. So it's going to be different case. It's going to be the I say we're going to be doing the Matthew Moore one consistently now to probably Christmas. So we'll do a couple of hours, so you can catch up another time with it. So it's all good. Nope, 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 not happening. Ah, you just spoil sport. You spoil sport. All the lads, Dave, Daddy Dave wants it. How can you ogle all of my tits then, and we can't do the same to you? Discrimination. Thank you, Sarah P. Your diamond. Well, thank you, Sylvia. Well, then hopefully, if that's the case, we'll catch up fairly soon then. Hopefully the trial won't hopefully the trial will be done by, early next week then. Or even by the weekend. Thanks, Dylan, Sarah P. Chat, you're all fab. You are fab as well, Unicorn, and everyone else is fab. TRD uses word smidge. I don't think they do. Thank you. They're lying to Sarah. They're lying. I'm joking. I'm joking. Because you're the best. And thank you, Emma. I'm only the best because of you guys. Because of you guys. Without there's no stream. A smidge, like a little bit. I'll take a smidge of it. Do you want some parmesan with your spaghetti, sir? Oh, I'll take a smidge. A little bit. Smidge. So, yeah. So it's basically what you just said. A tiny bit. Well, I mean, you're not talking about dicks here, but yeah, tiny bit. A little smidge. Or if you undress and so the woman goes, "Oh, that's a little smidge. That's a smidge." I'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, I do a tiny bit." Some of us have that problem, but not everybody. Some do, but not as common as it used to be. So yeah, anyway. Oh, as you can see, I'm a little bit tired. I was up early for the gym today. I'm up early tomorrow. Got my niece tomorrow. Got to pick her up from nursery before streaming. She might, if she's in a good mood, she might pop in. Or if she's crying, she might pop in. And hopefully next Wednesday, I'm going to do an art session with my niece. I'm gonna have to, because I've got to wear a crown. So we're doing um so we're gonna make a crown for her and me. I think that's gonna be next Wednesday. I think I'm gonna pre-record it though. Rather than have her here because her attention span's so low. So I might pre-record a little video just of us making a little crown and I'll put it on members only or something. That's because that's what I'll do. Most people here are members anyway. Um, yeah, that's true. That's true. I was still a little bit lost on this one, but that's true though. Smidgen, smidgen, yes. Away. Lou, Unicorn is from the UK. Unicorn's from the UK. Ickle niece, yes, she'll be YouTuber. Yeah. I mean, one of my nieces, my second niece, she definitely's got the buzz to be a YouTuber if she wants to, but she's a teenager now, so she's too cool for school at the minute. But she used to come on when the first, but now I was cool when I first started this. Now they go, I'm embarrassing apparently. So because I sing and because I do like good morning beautiful people and happy day, I'm embarrassing. So it's like okay, no longer the cool uncle. Press send to Willie. I use it, but in the UK, I know they're all cuties though. I still love them. They're like my little babies, but I don't. I'm still a favorite uncle. They told me, but I'm not cool. It was Friday. It was yeah, effing Gingerbeard. Yeah, no, she's from Northern England, Sheffield way. Tad. Yeah, a tad. Yeah, we have a tad of it. Yeah, well, we use tad sometimes, not very often. Smidge. reuse it, but I know what it is. Oh, the smidge of that. Ginger beard. Oh, but what imagine if he had just a bush of ginger pubes, though. Anyway, let's move away from that. It was just a smidgen. You only get paid a pittance. Yes, that's true. I only get a smidge pay packet, but it was my own choice to try it out. Right, what's this? Unicorn. Hold a chicken, stick a deck chair up your nose. Jesus. I don't know what that means. I honestly don't know what that means. I'm out of touch with stuff like that. I'm from West Country. They call us carrot crunches. Unicorn got it, Emma. I just didn't get it. I'm a little bit of a. You will catch on that. Yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm also tired, so I'm sure if I reanalyze it first thing tomorrow, I'll get it. But um, just don't right this second get it. Right, let's end it there, shall we? It's been a good day, I think. You know, glasses up. Yeah, we're one away this month so far of getting 100 members. So if you're not a member, please consider being a member. Um, I spoke earlier on about how much money YouTube makes. So preference for any donation, not I'm begging for donations or anything, is always PayPal, membership, gifted memberships, and super chats. Super chats. We literally don't get anything from it. So yeah. Yeah, you'll find out. Oh Jesus. Jesus. See you all tomorrow. And Sarah P, thank you very much for this afternoon. I'm not sure where Josie was. She might be working or something, or she might be in another stream. I'm not sure. Thank you to everybody again, once again. Matchmaking, the alternate corner, the matchmaker, Jodie and Bunny. Don't need to thank me. I'll get a wedding invite, no problems. Hopefully one day I can match other people, and hopefully one day I can match myself. Thank you, Lou. Um, happy days, missing you too. And try to do some eye catching shorts. Yeah, I know. Unicorn. There we are. See you all tomorrow. Thank you, Sylvia, for recommending this trial as well. Guys, take care. Love you all. Thank you. Ta-ra. And Unicorn gets the last word. Thanks all.